Next customers' ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product and don't know what to do next? Inventors, InventHelp can help you get started with your idea. Call 1-800-INVENTION or go to InventHelp.com to get your free inventor's information. They can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Get started with your idea today at InventHelp.com. InventHelp is the leading invention service company. With offices nationwide, they've been helping inventors since 1984. Inventors receive more than 10,000 patents through their patent referral services. Don't wait to get started with your idea. For free information, contact your friends at InventHelp. Go to InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. That's InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. They help everyday inventors just like you. Additional services include invention websites, prototype models, technical drawings, and more. They keep your idea confidential and explain every step of their invention services. Remember, that's InventHelp.com. InventHelp.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Cam found out that group chats between different phones aren't private.
Or encrypted.
Thank you. We only text in code.
Yes, which I created. I created a code.
Yes. Which can be a little annoying.
Wait, was that your attempt at the code?
You already forgot the code, didn't you?
I should have written it down.
The place to safely send messages between different devices. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Just dial pound law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan, America, and now the universe's largest injury law firm.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeart Media is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Our iHeart Radio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, September 20th and 21st.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Stream live only on Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances
from every genre.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
Want to win a free motorcycle? I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'm giving away a free motorcycle valued up to $20,000. All you have to do is go to bikerswinorlando.com. That's bikerswinorlando.com. Enter today at bikerswinorlando.com.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. The exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH, C-A-S-H, CASH. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeart Media, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday.
July 26, 2024. Lots to get to today. From big Olympics drama to Mayo is arrested, and so things might get crazy. And Deadpool and Wolverine is ready to break some records. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello. I'm an island.
Whoopsie land. What's happening? And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. Just send us a dispatch. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever happens.
What happened? What the heck happened, man?
We got ourselves a last-minute message. Let me just dust this off and make sure this. Yeah,
you printed out the last.
I printed. I wanted to make sure this was legit. Yeah,
was it a fax?
It came in on the fax machine this morning, and I brought it over here to double check. It's a last-minute message from J.D. Vance's couch. Let's see what it says.
Have a great Friday, you mother.
We did it, everybody! That's right. We made it through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday has arrived, and here we are to hang out with you and have some fun on a lovely Friday to get into the weekend. How's everybody doing on a Friday?
Pretty good.
Feel good. Feel good. How about you? I feel like, and I'm, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but are you, were you feeling a little tipsy this morning or still hungover?
No, not too bad. Why?
Oh, just comments on our group chat that I was like, Sean's feeling a little frisky.
Which comments? No, I was good this morning.
One of which I could not say on the air.
Oh, that one? No. That was just a reaction to real life.
How about, do you know who's running the board? And you said John Travolta. And I go, Sean's still drunk.
Because in my mind, I was like, C-Lane told Sabrina to get in there early because somebody's running the board. And I'm like, she wants to text whoever's running the board to try to get things set up so she can smooth slide right in when she generally does.
I mean, I did show up earlier technically,
you
but
did.
You said John Travolta. I was like, I don't have his number, so I guess here we go.
Wow, what a loser. Jeez.
The wickedly talented.
I kept, that was the most annoying part of the morning because after you posted that, first of all, I told Sabrina I told Courtney what you posted. She didn't get the bit. And I had to explain it, and then she laughed. And then I just kept going around my...
The wickedly talented.
I'm going around my bathroom and my closet as I'm getting dressed. I'm like, the wickedly talented.
It's so great.
The wickedly talented. And she's like, what are you doing, you loser?
Desi.
Go back to sleep, but good God. All right, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers in the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And here goes nothing. Let's see. We go to Fox Tampa Bay with a Southwest Airlines report. Now, we know Southwest Airlines has been focused like a laser beam on doing the unthinkable, on changing it from an all-out chaos boarding to assigned seats for the first time in forever.
How dare they?
I don't necessarily like this, but here we are regardless. Here's the thing that they really maybe should be working on. This is what actually is happening over the world of Southwest. Let's check this out.
We're getting our first look from inside the plane that was 150 feet from the Courtney Campbell Causeway. We first told you about this on Monday. The Southwest Airlines flight from Columbus was coming to Tampa International for a landing, but got much too close for comfort. Fox 13's Evan Moon is live for us at Tampa International Airport tonight with one passenger's scary experience. So, Evan, what did she describe to you, Evan?
They said this Southwest flight, there was really high winds going on at the time. And so they had to duck below the high winds, and they went to 150 feet.
Whoa.
That's
which is
insane.
Think about that. That's 15 stories off the ground. That's really, really low for a commercial flight to be going. And they kind of breezed right past this causeway. And the woman who was on board was just full on panic. I don't even know if
was that the woman who was texting her husband?
I don't know. It might be her. They talked to her, I think, in this report. Let's see.
We're Well, she was on the flight with most of her family, and she had a window seat. And she saw how far they dipped down, and she told me today she really thought she might die. We hear most of her story, and we also stepped inside a 737 flight simulator tonight to see exactly what pilots would have seen and heard at that altitude.
Okay, let's stop. Was that necessary? Did we need to go into a flight simulator?
I am very intrigued now.
We need to do a live shot right next to the flight's engine.
Well, here's the thing. All they have right now is her crappy video of the wing, and you don't really get the full, idea of what's going on. So why not throw it in a flight sim?
Right. Like, that's what's happening here. Sealane's right. This is the idea of the woman didn't get the awesome footage. So how do we get it? Well, we can't. Nobody else filmed
aside from having somebody quick animate a plane and, here it goes, buzzing by the causeway.
Over on Facebook, where we're trying out some streaming today. Say hello if you're over on Facebook.
We're back,
Facebook.
Baby?
Mike says, hi, watching live while on vacation with my fiance in Cambodia. It's 10 p.m. here. Been a fan for years, says
Cambodia,
Mike.
Not a great vacation spot?
Hey, he thinks it's good.
Hey,
from what I hear, it's a great vacation spot because in Cambodia, last I recall, when a friend went there, you could rent rocket launchers and shoot them at stuff. And you could pick what you got to shoot the rocket launcher at. That's a vacation right there. So I'm not sure if he's doing that, but he sure should. So let's go back to the Southwest flight and that passenger.
And Southwest 425, lost alert, check your altitude.
This is the moment air traffic control at Tampa International Airport alerted pilots of their dangerously low altitude, only 150 feet over the Courtney Campbell Causeway and still 4 miles from the runway.
I think the thing that I first saw that really concerned me was how close to the water we were. I didn't know at the time that we were flying necessarily east, but I knew that Tampa Bay was way too close to us, and that was my big red flag.
We were just low to the big red flag.
Yeah, her footage just looks like they're at a normal altitude. This is like the worst footage you can have of this drama. And now I really kind of do want to see the animated version of this or the version from the virtual reality thing to see how low down they actually were, because that's very, very low.
Plane should have been about 1,600 feet up. Nancy Allen says she noticed the unusual approach due to bad weather and started texting her husband, abort.
I literally was thinking.
Abort?
I knew it was the same lady attempting to land. This is sketchy. And then text abort twice, as if.
What the hell? Imagine you're the husband. If she says attempting to land, this is scary, and then she sends you abort 2 times in a row. What's he going to abort? What are you talking about?
Did they make love right before?
If she says abort, like, do you think you're texting the pilot up front? What's going on with this? And then she says, so sketchy. And here, let's continue with her.
I need to let my husband know how I'm going to die today. When the pilot came on, he said,
let him know?
abort, my life.
Oh, God.
Along the lines in a very calm manner of, there were some gusty winds that are preventing us from landing. That happens sometimes, and we're out of gas. So we're going to go to Fort Lauderdale and gas up.
To understand just how low this jet was, I sat inside the cockpit of a 737 plane simulator. You can see how low. We flew the same path these pilots did, right above.
All right, sweetheart, you could touch the...
I'm flying for real.
Look at me go. Because that's how planes are flown, as 2 people at the same time.
Yeah, the reporter
they do have a pilot and co-pilot.
The reporter's in the passenger seat, like the co-pilot seat. She's got like the controls in her hand and everything. And it's a pretty good virtual machine here that they're flying in.
Oh, I have to be honest. I thought she was flying a real plane just now. That's cool.
It's pretty real, right? Like, it straight up looks like the cockpit of a plane.
Above the Courtney Campbell Causeway.
You can see the cars.
That's impressive.
400. Did you hear that? 400. So it's telling you that you're
400.
This is 150 feet.
The flight simulator pilots should have heard getting that low.
The aircraft calls out 1,000, 500, 400, 300, 200, 100. So you know what your altitude is. Having said that, inclement weather can throw you off. Things can.
You know what I would want to do so bad?
Crash the plane. Mountain, yeah.
Yes. How amazing would that be? It's like right when the reporter was like, "Okay, we're at about 150 feet. This is what it would have been like." I would have pointed the nose at the ground.
See,
and
I don't
fake
know.
Crashed.
I take back my answer. I wouldn't want to crash. I do want to see what it's like to try to do a flip with a commercial plane.
Loop-de-loop?
Because if you in a simulator simulate crashing, that might haunt you forever.
Oh, God.
That'll still bring you a lot of anxiety considering how cool that simulator is.
That is an amazing simulator. See, does that look like just one of the regular flight software programs you can use, or you think this is something special?
No way.
No.
I thought it was real, Sean.
It's so good. It seriously looks like you're in a plane and you're flying this thing.
This is definitely something for actual pilot training. This is not just Microsoft Flight Simulator and you buy all the controls and do a bunch of nerdy stuff. This is probably where the pilots go to learn to fly a big jet like that. By the way, you guys have been to my house. I live 4 miles from the airport, just about, and I live under an approach path. If that 150 feet over my house, if that plane had gone that way, I think if you were outside, you might feel it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It would be like you know that beach? There's one beach where everybody kind of hangs out.
Oh,
it's right at the end of the
airport. That is crazy, those people.
The planes fly 20, 30, 40 feet or something. I don't know. Maybe not that low, but pretty low over the beach.
Well, they're landing.
They're right about to land. This is 150 feet. That's so low.
A million things can happen. Why that is. But being over the Courtney Campbell Causeway, 150 feet over the bridge, that's a little bit off by all imagination.
Off by all imagination.
Now, this isn't the first time this has happened. There's been 2 other Southwest flights just in the last couple of months who have also had scary descents too close to the ground in New York and Oklahoma. Now,
what is happening out there, Southwest? Forget about your seating, for God's sake. Make sure that you're getting the plane to the destination. That's
Thank you.
Key.
Great advice, Sean.
Yeah, we got to get there alive.
They did get to the destination. I don't know how many people on that plane knew how low they were or thought that it was any sort of problem, but it seems like they went to the passengers, or they went out and they said, which of you guys thought you were going to die? You. I will interview you. We need this to be sexy.
Abort.
Yeah, give me the dramatic abort lady. That's the one we want to talk to today.
Could you imagine if your loved one's last words to you were abort?
Yeah.
Show me those texts again. Was there a single I love you?
The Olympics opening ceremony is tonight.
Yeah.
It actually starts in just a handful of hours here. And it's expected to last more than 3 hours. Why? Because they start with, what's the first country? It's not Azerbaijan. It's got to be Afghanistan. No, what's before Afghanistan?
Fritz is definitely going to ask this next week.
They start with the very first country in alphabetical order. Is it Afghanistan?
Yes.
And then they go
unless in French it's different, because I know that they usually use the pronunciation of the host country. Because every once in a while it'll be like, instead of Germany, it'll be Deutschland, or here comes Estados Unidos.
Wait, what? Quickly, what's a country with a Z when they get to Z?
Zimbabwe,
yes, very good. They go all the way from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe and all the countries in between, so it takes a very, very long time for them to get there. We're going to talk about what is going to be happening during the Olympics opening ceremony in a couple hours, and even more importantly, the big dramas that are unfolding. Dramas with an S at the Olympics in Paris. What's happening? You're going to find out. That's coming up next in the News Junkie.
You might not have many friends, but we definitely don't. So, hey Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeart Radio.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com. There's a bit of commotion to watch out for here on Florida's Turnpike northbound. There's delays due to a disabled vehicle off to the right shoulder between exit 242 and Osceola Parkway, exit 249. On I-4, you could expect your regular delays before State Road 429. There's off-ramp backup from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive and intersection backups where Vine Street meets US 192. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Our iHeart Radio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows opening a small business is a great achievement. They offer custom insurance solutions to fit your needs. Get a quote and find why over 1 million small business owners trust them at thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny Final Expense Insurance.
Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for final expense insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
City fans, Leagues Cup 2024 is almost here. Your chance to see 3 nations, 2 leagues, and top-tier talent compete for ultimate bragging rights. It starts Friday, July 26th at 8 p.m. when your Lions take on Canada's CF Montreal. Grab your tickets now at orlandocitysc.com/tickets.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for up to half the cost. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgagguydon.com.
Thatmortgagguydon.com. The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeart Media is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted.
What?
It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices. On WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Get ready for the Political Hobnob by the Hispanic Chamber of Metro Orlando, July 31st at Andretti Indoor Karting. Join this unique opportunity where business leaders, politicians, and community members come together to bridge a stronger future. Learn more at HispanicChamber.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Download the iHeart Radio app and listen to thousands of live radio stations, podcasts, and stream unlimited music playlists for any mood or activity. Powered by City Kia, Central Florida's favorite auto dealer.
City Kia. The final countdown begins. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the...
Attractions that have been run not by us here, though when needed we will run a retraction if necessary.
Absolutely, I got you covered, my guy.
Happened very few times on this show.
Retraction.
See, that's what happens if we screw something up around here. Very rare, very, very rare. But for the other news outlets, big time. They use them all the time. And this retraction was from the New York Times, and I absolutely love this because it seems innocuous. Here it is right in front of me. It was a quote from somebody in the New York Times, and it says, "I'm a Democrat, but I've changed my mind after everything that's happening with Joe Biden's administration," said Anna Ayala, the 58-year-old woman who lives in San Jose, California, who voted for Mr. Biden in 2020. She plans to vote for Mr. Trump in 2024. I mean, the border situation is out of control. Any reason why you think the New York Times may have retracted this quote that we're looking at right here?
All right.
Some guesses, Sabrina.
Everything that happened. 58-year-old.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it immediately.
No, and most people would not. You know, you shouldn't be. It would be weird if you picked up on it, probably. Sealand, anything pop out at you, though? Anything?
She's a Democrat. But I've changed my mind after everything that's happened with Joe Biden's administration. 58-year-old. She's not 58?
No, she is 58.
Mr. part?
She doesn't.
Let's go ahead and do something. Let's all Google Anna Ayala. Anna, A-N-N-A, A-Y-A-L-A. And tell me what you find when you look up Anna Ayala.
Okay.
This particular
all right.
rating.
Now that makes sense. The felon.
Yep.
Who was fraudulent tort lawsuit against a Wendy's restaurant in San Jose. She claims the chain cost her more than $21 million.
When there was a finger in her chili. It's the Wendy's chili finger lady.
Get her quote.
They somehow randomly ended up, of all people, talking to the woman who scammed Wendy's by pretending there was a finger in their chili.
But they determined it was her. I mean, I'm sure there's other Anna Ayalas in the country.
That's her, because they actually pulled the quote and ended up pulling this down off of
idiots.
the New York Times website. That's one way to do things. And they got the Wendy's chili finger lady to weigh in on everything.
I'm sorry, just to go back to it. Did she find an actual finger?
No,
to do the scam.
I know a weird amount about this, but the woman who was responsible for this, she went into the Wendy's, and while she was eating, she was like, "There's a finger in my chili. This is disgusting." She starts a lawsuit. Turns out they get all hands on deck. They do a huge finger investigation.
Okay.
And they find out that her friend had a finger amputated, and she bought the finger off of them, and she brought it into the Wendy's and dropped it into her chili, planning on suing them the entire time.
Tell me that this stemmed out to going back to the doctor who amputated her finger and sold it.
I think they might have done some DNA testing or a lot of interviewing of her friends and family or something, but somehow they came to terms with what actually had happened here behind the scenes. And that's what went down there. Meanwhile, at the Olympics, which is off and running in Paris, France, a beautiful place if you can get there. You could buy little tiny Eiffel Towers, buy the Eiffel Tower. The one thing you can't do is take a picture of the Eiffel Tower, because they own the copyright of the Eiffel Tower, and you can't use it. Copyright.
You can't take a picture like a selfie in front of the Eiffel Tower?
Can't use the Eiffel Tower in a movie. Can't use the Eiffel Tower and anything like that.
No, we've seen the Eiffel Tower in movies.
When they paid for it, yeah. Look up copyright Eiffel Tower. You'll see what I'm talking about. I thought it was the weirdest thing in the world. And
I mean, it would have to be an isolation of just the Eiffel Tower. I mean, the French law might be different, but I know that in America, if you photograph a building, the owner of the building owns the rights to that design, to whatever. But if you photograph a cityscape, it doesn't count. They all kind of cancel each other out.
I'm trying to bring this up. Okay. Eiffel Tower image rights. This is from toureiffel.paris. This is their official website. It says, daylight views of the tower. The image of the Eiffel Tower by day falls within the public domain. Its use is right-free and may therefore be reproduced without prior authorization by the SETE, the managing company of the Eiffel Tower, on behalf of Mayor de Paris. The tower illuminated, controlled use. The various illuminations of the Eiffel Tower, golden illumination, twinkling, beacon, and events lighting, are protected. Use of the image of the Eiffel Tower at night is therefore subject to prior authorization, and you have to pay for the rights to it.
Okay, but I mean, technology these days, could you not just light it up yourself and post?
Probably, and I think you might be able to get away with it if you did it special effects wise. But they actually have a copyright on the lit up version. Views of the Eiffel Tower taken by private individuals for private use do not require prior agreement, but professionals must pay. You got to pay up if you want the Eiffel Tower at the Olympics this year. So you have 6,800 athletes that are parading on more than 90 boats in the Seine River for 3.7 miles. They're going to be doing this thing on the water in Paris. They're really into the scene. And SEINE.
Did we determine no pooping?
No poop so far. So far as we've heard, no poop there. But it'll be hard to tell because the water's a little brown from my my memory, rather. The ceremony is starting at 1:30 on Friday and opening up all the athletes going around, including the breakdancing folks or breaking, the BMX freestyle, cycling, the skateboarding, which is in there for the first time this year.
Did you see that new kayak one?
No. They got a kayak sport at the Olympics?
I forget the name of it, but basically they drop down and then it's very intense, go through this water. Almost like that Japanese show in which, or American Ninja Warrior in that sense, where they have obstacles that are going to swing at you.
Really?
And it's all these Olympic athletes that are trying to get through that course without getting knocked out in these raging waters.
Oh, I would definitely watch that. That's pretty cool, actually. There's some new ones that sound kind of cool, actually. All this on Peacock, the NBC app, and everything.
iHeart Radio as well.
the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, iHeartRadio will be carrying this, and there's already drama. The food situation, they're comparing it to Firefest. They're saying this is really bad. Really, really bad. One would think Paris, French food, you got some good stuff. Not so much, they say. The food situation, according to Yahoo, has turned into a complete disaster with the kitchen, already running out of staple items. Grilled chicken
how do
and
you
eggs.
mess that up?
I don't know. This early, how do you mess that up? That's the real question.
So weird.
Grilled chicken and eggs in particular are among the items in short supply. As a result, some athletes have resorted to bringing in packed meals because they're running out of food already, and some of the food does not look great to the participants. We'll see what happens moving forward with the Olympics over in Paris. Over to the email side of things, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. John emails, and guess what he has for us?
What happened, John?
Just a wild guess. What is
Moving
John
advice.
Moving advice for C-Lane. That's correct.
Go.
Yeah, John emails. It's like 2 days running where everybody wants to talk to C-Lane about moving. John says, definitely throw out or give away as much as you can. It's tempting to throw it all in boxes and sort it out later. Don't do it. And no, I'm not in the military. I design and build theme parks. So I kept moving between L.A. and Orlando as well as other countries, says John.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And he's saying you don't need to keep all this stuff that you have. And John, you're right. I mean, the man has he's famously known for having 4 refrigerators. So
C-Lane, do you regret sharing on the air that you're moving?
Only mildly.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Because Sean's email was riddled. So I can't even imagine DMs, personal messages, mentions online.
Honestly,
did they hit you up or did they only hit me up?
Honestly, they're all going to tips@thenewsjunkie.com.
Sweet.
Thank
There you go.
And I like how you mentioned that again, just to redirect them there. Let's go over to you. Let's see what's happening where you are. Here is one of our friends in West Palm Beach, of all places. That's right. Where did I put that? Oh,
West
no.
Palm.
Yeah, I gotta rename some things. There it is right there.
Palm.
This is West Palmed and Down, talking about a West Palm Beach pro tip.
Junkies. Well, for anybody that's in the West Palm area, pro tip, stay away today because Cheeto Jesus is in town with Netanyahu, and it's road shutdown and protesters and counter-protesters and traffic's a nightmare. And so all day long. Should be lots of fun. Anyway, so listeners in the area, I'd pretty much stay away if you can. Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you, West Palm and Down. Probably a good idea. When you got somebody like Trump who just had an assassination attempt, security is over the top, out of control. And then you have Benjamin Netanyahu, the leader of Israel, and those two together, it's like, holy cow. If Iran wanted to blow something up, this is what they would be blowing up. They'd have a suicide bomber going to Mar-a-Lago or something. You know
Can't
what I mean?
wait till that replays.
Well, no, I'm not saying I want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I'm saying that's why the security is going to be that extreme, because that is a huge target, absolutely massive. Here's Chris talking about the Olympics.
What's up, News Junkies? Happy Friday. Yo, Sean, I'm with you, man.
Sunday.
I am stoked about the Olympics. Open ceremony in 2 hours. Let's go.
It's just you and me, buddy. That's it. I
You
looked
keep
yesterday.
saying that. People are excited for it. There's just been a lot going on last couple weeks, Sean.
There has been a lot to distract, but that's not it. Hang on. Let me see if I can find this story that I was talking about yesterday.
Now I'm getting, I think, what's bad moving advice. I was banned for a joke says, lift with your back, quick jerking motions when lifting. That sounds
not right.
Sounds like not a thing.
That sounds wrong.
Is that Family Guy?
Here's the story. They say just 35% of adults in this news story I'm looking at, just 35% of adults aim to catch the Summer Olympics, according to the Gallup poll. And that is sad to me, that 65% of you aren't interested in tuning into this damn thing.
It will happen eventually, Sean, but the Olympics go on for quite some time. It's not your playoffs or your, big Super Bowl. And for the most part, if you go into an establishment that plays sports television, it'll be on there.
Yeah, but they're saying that these are people who say they don't plan to watch the Olympics at all. You're saying incidentally they might actually see it somewhere. I'm saying, why don't more people say, hell yeah, go Team USA. I want to watch.
There's so many 6,000 athletes.
I know, but only
35%. 24/7?
No, that's not at all what I'm looking for. I'm saying this poll from Gallup is saying when they ask people, do you plan on watching the Olympics? Only 35% of them said yes. Doesn't mean all of the Olympics. It doesn't mean all of the. It just means like at all. Do you plan to tune in to the Olympics? And only 35% of them said yes. They don't care about Team USA.
Wow.
They don't care about all of our great athletes out there.
Oh, my God. So dramatic.
I find that sad. No,
well,
I don't think
they got other things to do.
Of course they do. That's the point. The other things are not the Olympics. But our teams need to be rooted on. We need to be rooting for our folks. All the other countries will. And North Korea, 100% of people will be watching the Olympics.
They're forced to.
They are at gunpoint.
Their TVs just turn on and they show the Olympics, and there's no off button.
That's not far from the truth. I mentioned this before a long time ago because I've read a bunch of books about North Korea.
Oh.
There, in every household in North Korea, there is a
If there
speaker.
were ever a Wendy's lawsuit for fingering a chili in North Korea, Sean's mind would explode.
I know it. Yeah, I know all about it. I'd be on top of that. Every household in North Korea has a speaker with no volume knob, and whenever they want to push news out to the North Korean public, they just blare a news report right into your house. Nothing you could do about it. Just like, good morning, North Korea. And they shout the latest at you, whatever you need to know about what's happening. They're all watching. Us Americans, we're not as patriotic, I guess. I want you to jump on board with this. I want you to support the red, the white, and the blue in the Olympics in Paris. And you got to do this for country. I think it's important.
Yeah.
So do that. Let us know what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Bootsy Moonshine on Twitch says,
That's a
Sean,
hair and dust that's getting in your throat.
Yeah, I know. My allergies
so
are so bad. My allergies are ripping me
You're
apart.
not
today.
alone, man. I mean, I've run into in the last 24 hours, like, a lot of people that are dealing with some serious allergy issues and sinus and stuff. It's the worst.
I'll get it out of here.
Navage in the next commercial.
I do have a Navage. I have a Navage, but it drowns
Sweet,
me.
merciful air.
Every time I use it, it drowns me out. It goes in my throat. And,
Ew.
yeah, it's not good. It's not a good time. I'm not saying it's not a good product, but for me, it's a drowning. That's not fantastic. Alicia's saying my allergies are awful this week. Yeah, I'll be okay. I'm going to have some water here. I'll swirl it around.
Ooh, Martin Hoke is calling. I think we got to go.
Oh, no, it's a commercial's coming up. Okay, when we come back, if you have Chase Bank as your banking provider, I have some bad news for you.
Great.
There's something that Chase Bank has said that they are not going to pay for anymore. What is it? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
iHeartRadio Olympics Update.
The Olympics officially begin with today's opening ceremonies, and gymnastics is a highly anticipated event in Paris. The women's team is led by Simone Biles, making her third Olympic appearance. She's joined by Jade Carey, Jordan Childs, Suni Lee, and Hensley Rivera, and the team is focused on one thing.
We want that gold. Yeah,
you
want that gold.
Qualifications for women's gymnastics coming up on Sunday.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your weekend forecast across Central Florida. And for today, we're going to be expecting hot temperatures with an afternoon high of 93 degrees in Orlando. We'll also see higher rain chances than what we saw yesterday, especially for areas to the north and west of the I-4 corridor. For this weekend, high temperatures will stay in the mid-90s. We'll also expect better chances of rain to take place for Saturday and Sunday with a 70% chance for Sunday. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss up to 70% off select major appliances at the Lowe's closeout event. But hurry, these deals are too good to last because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
This is Monster Jam. Witness big air, two-wheel skills, backflips, and all-out racing. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. Visit Morgan.
There have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeart Media is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Ugh, I've been feeling so sluggish. I'm just kind of blah.
Been there. That's why I take Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites.
But I suppose they taste blah.
Actually, they taste delicious. It's an apple blueberry flavored center covered in a yogurt coating and is infused with probiotics to help support a healthy gut. They come 5 in a pouch. I just toss one in my bag and go.
Toss one in my bag?
Get your own.
New Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites from the makers of the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Find them in the digestive care aisle.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're seeing the unseeable. Using advanced imaging technology, our experts can look deeper into the human body, uncovering the smallest of details that would otherwise go unnoticed, leading to more accurate diagnoses and treatments. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is the Funny Bone, located at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone guarantees the best live comedy experience, welcoming the top touring talent to our stage. This week, the Funny Bone welcomes D.L. Hughley from July 26th and 27th. Thursday nights on the side stage, we host the best open mic in the Central Florida area. Check out our star-studded calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get your tickets now at orlando.funnybone.com.
Get into summer with iHeart 80s. iHeart 80s goes commercial free this weekend and every weekend. Open the app.
Pharmacy and the price that works best for you. And then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens. And it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to goodrx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
The best nugs are now even better. Wendy's new saucy nugs take the nugs you love and sauce them up in bold flavors, including buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, and spicy ghost pepper. Try them all today. For a whole new way to nug, it's gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Divorce? Call Trindley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
For me, I'm not going to be watching this. It's one of those movies that fell under the radar when it first came out, and now everybody's talking about it. Like, everybody decided, now's the time I'm going to watch this movie, even though it came out in 2022.
Facebook,
it's
Instagram,
everywhere.
y'all see this?
And this is a big, fat no from me. The movie's called Fall, if you guys haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I have not seen it, but I've definitely been seeing all the clips. Like,
Would you watch it?
I don't know what it's about. I just saw... All I saw was there's a pivotal moment, and then as I looked down at the hashtags and the caption to see what this was, it was like hashtag spoiler alert. So
look at this.
I immediately started.
Oh
wow!
The whole movie is about this couple that climbs an old radio tower. And so, just like they did that movie Man on Wire, or the movie version of it, this movie has them way up in the air, and it's like those moments
angles, I'm sure.
Yeah, like make your stomach drop, make you feel like a little bit sick and kind of dizzy and stuff. No. And they're working on a sequel to this, which I guess that's a spoiler alert.
Fall 2.
Yes, Fall 2 is on the way. And it's about this couple. And the couple decided to go to this broadcasting tower, and or they're like friends or whatever.
Oh, that's why their signal's off.
They get stuck at the top of the broadcasting tower, and then it's just like really uncomfortable to watch. I don't like this. I hate watching these videos of people riding bikes on the edge of buildings. Or
there's a new docuseries or documentary that came out about, and this might be who it's based off of, but it was like a couple that climbs these massive buildings together. And I just remember seeing a clip where, and they're not from, they weren't speaking English. Maybe it was like Russian or something like that.
You're on the same page as Bootsy Moonshine on Twitch, who says, I just watched the Skywalkers
That's exactly
documentary.
it, yeah. And the girl was like, I can't move. Something's going on with me. And the boyfriend's like, I'm going to get this angle real quick. And then it just shows in the trailer, like, she is at the top of this building and is going through this mental moment where she's like, I can't move. I don't know how I'm going to get down.
Oh, my God.
Which makes me want to throw up just telling you about it.
I can't do it. I can't imagine that the woman who's on top of this, I don't know if she must not be really filming this anywhere high, because she seems to be having a good time dangling off the top of this tower, just like half of her body hanging off of it. No, I can't do that. I don't want to watch those kind of shows even.
I was going to say.
That makes it more dangerous.
That is like literally a millimeter from aerial.
They made sure they got that shot in there, even though they're
like,
in a
listen, you're
dangerous
going to be on the top of this tower. Your boobs are going to look fantastic.
Yeah. Put them out there for the world to see. Meanwhile, people are raving, absolutely raving, about the new Twisters movie. It's a fun movie for once. This is just a movie where you just watch it and kind of enjoy yourself. I say it's a little bit corny, but I think it's supposed to be. I think that's what they're kind of going for with some of the characters. But the biggest push is not just to go to the movie theater to watch Twisters, but to watch it in 4DX.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that, man.
People are raving about, like, this is the greatest movie ever, they say, to watch in 4DX. And
I wonder who paid for all that advertisement and the quotes.
It was free
nice.
so far. Right now, this is something that I saw in Dolby. I saw it in Dolby at the theater, which was great. Big ass screen, really good sound system. Then the place in Winter Park has a special theater too. I don't know what it's called though. X something or whatever. I don't know. They have a theater which is like there's a subwoofer in every seat.
Oh yeah,
it's not like the moving seats, because I have seen clips of people like in the 4D movie theater where it's like
that's how I saw Ready Player One.
You could press a button and say like I accept water to be thrown in my face at any moment.
Doesn't that kind of ruin the surprise of the water hitting you? You got to give consent to it. That's a little strange. But the one I'm talking about has like a big subwoofer, like right under your seat, like, and you can feel everything happening. But 4DX, they're saying no. This is the only way to watch this new Twisters movie. This is the way to take it to the next level. And I would dig it. They said there's bursts of wind, trickles of rain, fog that goes into the room when you're watching the movie, a really killer sound system. That's the way to watch this film. Probably $40 a ticket or something, but I mean, I'm sure still absolutely worth it. Okay, I teased this before the break, so here we go. If you are a Chase Bank customer, I have bad news for you. There is something that they say they're no longer going to allow you, the consumer, to buy. Even though you might think you can just take your card, it's your money, you're going to be able to spend it on whatever you want. No, JP Morgan Chase says we're not going to do that. They now are barring customers from using their credit cards to repay the buy now, pay later installment loans. So if you use like Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna, PayPal, Sezzle, any of those things,
that's weird.
Then they will not let you use a Chase Bank card to make the purchase after October 10th of this year.
Wait. So if you have a debit card, like you have put your money into Chase Bank, you can't pay off.
I think debit cards may work because
so.
Everywhere I'm looking, it says Chase credit cards, Chase credit cards, Chase credit cards. So it never mentions debit cards in this story from the New York Times. But it says the change at Chase follows the announcement by a federal consumer watchdog agency to regulate the buy now, pay later loans as credit cards. They want them to consider them credit cards. It also comes as delinquencies on traditional credit cards are rising, causing banks to be more cautious, even though they face a lot of competition out there at the moment. So they said they will not allow you to use these services if you have a Chase credit card. You are screwed. I'm sorry to tell you. All right, let's go over to you. Let's see what you have going on in your world. You can send us a dispatch. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com to pull that off. Here's ex-swimmer talking about the Olympics.
Happy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, everybody. Hey, I just want to chime in on the Olympics. As a former athlete, I'm shocked to hear that that is the only amount of people that are actually watching the Olympics. I'll be watching every moment that I can.
What'd you play?
It's exhilarating. It's interesting to see how far all these sports have come and how wonderful people are doing. So let's go USA, and everyone else get behind the red, white, and blue.
I'm with you. Pop, pop. It's me and ex-swimmer. We're the people, and nobody else is with us
my
at
wife.
the moment.
My wife, Ashley's a huge Olympic fan.
I'm gonna watch it when I can.
Three. That's
Making
three of
everyone
us.
ashamed of themselves here.
Yes, they should be. If you're an American, you should be watching
like
at least some of the
month
Olympics.
long, man. They got things to do.
Sometimes I feel like you don't hear me.
Hello?
I'm not saying, Sabrina, that you have to watch all of the Olympics. I just think you should watch at least some of it. I know you're going to watch it. You seem to be on board. You seem to be ready to root for America. At least you're going to watch some breakdancing. I know that.
Oh, for sure.
You're going to tune in at least to some breakdancing.
I'm going to watch Simone.
Guarantee you're going to watch the gymnastics, yes, like especially the medal events and some of the other stuff. But there's some people that, and it's not about watching all of it, but some people that are like, no, I'm not watching any of it. I don't care about the Olympics anymore. And that is where I find a little bit of a problem. I think people need to be more fired up. I think the athletes will feel this. And they're already kind of having a bad time, honestly. They got cardboard beds. In France. They don't have air conditioners there because they're weirdos in France. They have a river that might have poop in it, in the river scene. There's a lot of problems that are already facing these people.
I love that they,
at the very least, support them.
The cardboard beds is like, because, we want them to focus on sports and not having sex with each other. As
They're
if
still going to do it.
The only place people have sex is in a bed.
Yeah, of course they're still going to do that.
Will and arousal, there's a way.
Is it possible, though? All right? I'm just trying to have an open mind here.
Okay.
Is it possible that there's out there somewhere a cardboard bed that is comfortable?
The way that the footage I've seen so far is they showed the mattress. I think the most uncomfortable part is not necessarily the cardboard in which it stands on.
Yeah.
The frame, but it is like the mattress that's made out of sponge.
Oh.
Like it's not even like this foam. It's like a spongy material.
Is it like one of the ones you can order in the mail?
Seems awful. I don't even know. It looked like a Brillo pad almost. Like I've never seen anything like it.
Arya Shadowblade on Twitch says they don't have air conditioners because it's not really that hot. I went about this time one summer and it was like 75 or 80 degrees the whole time. Well, I still want air conditioner.
We have a friend that's there, but had a real hard time trying to get tickets to those opening ceremonies.
Oh, it's expensive, right?
Yeah. I forget what he said it cost.
Yeah, it's like thousands of dollars, I think, to get into like the biggest of big events there.
He said, flying to Paris today, this was Wednesday, for Olympics, can't get tickets for opening ceremonies for less than 4,000 euros.
Woo! Man, that is pricey. But that would be a once-in-a-lifetime event to be able to go to the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. Okay, what do you think? Let us know what's on your mind. Send us a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Behaw says, most houses in Michigan don't have AC. I know. It's a major problem of the northeastern United States, the Midwest, all these places that don't have ACs.
When I would go visit family in Ohio, in Cleveland for, during the summer and stuff, they put me up in a room that had no AC, and it was miserable.
Hate it. Yeah, and they'll be like, oh, we got a fan.
And then I moved down to the basement and slept like a baby.
Yeah, it's nice down there. Underground's
nice,
the way to be.
cold basement.
That's right. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into some Trump fans who are very upset about something that happened to them after a rally. What went down? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Casino passes for the 2024 Just Call Mo Real Radio Celebrity Poker Tournament are still available. Go to realradio.fm/poker for more info.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for a crash on State Road 46 eastbound at I-4. The left turn lane is blocked there. There's a disabled vehicle off to the right shoulder causing a bit of delays northbound on Florida's Turnpike between exit 242 and Osceola Parkway, exit 249 there. Other than that, it's pretty mellow on the roadways on I-4. You can expect your regular delays near State Road 429 there. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Summer is here.
Things are heating up. Literally.
Need help paying that AC bill? Well, Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. 13 chances every weekday, blah, blah, blah. We want you to win, so if you get a call, make sure you answer your phone, because that's the key to winning. This contest is brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny final expense insurance.
Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for final expense insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
The door to your happy place is right around the corner at Shipley Donuts. With more than 60 varieties to choose from, Shipley Donuts serves freshly made delights daily. Visit us today at 2255 South Cimarron Boulevard.
Boss, did you know Safe Touch Security is the home of the 45-second or less guaranteed response?
Of course, it's just one of the reasons why I hate Safe Touch.
For a limited time, save up to 50% on select security systems. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable.
Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
Get ready for the Political Hobnob by the Hispanic Chamber of Metro Orlando, July 31st at Andretti Indoor Karting. Join this unique opportunity where business leaders, politicians, and community members come together to bridge a stronger future. Learn more at HispanicChamber.com.
iHeartMedia of Orlando presents CEOs You Should Know, shining a spotlight on decision makers throughout Central Florida.
Danny Jenkins of ThreatLocker. Welcome, Danny.
Thank you for having me here today.
We're glad to have you. And first of all, very simple question. What is ThreatLocker?
ThreatLocker is an endpoint security company that focuses on the ideas of least privilege, which is today often called zero trust. What that means is rather than trying to find every piece of malware in the world, which is impossible, we only allow the software you need and we block everything else.
So in other words, you're battling cybercrime.
That's pretty much what we're doing. 99% of our buyers buy us because we stop ransomware, and we do it really effectively. And unfortunately, you only need, as an hacker, you only need one user in the company to download a piece of software.
Catch the full interview right now. Simply search for Orlando CEOs You Should Know in the podcast section of the iHeart Radio app.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CentoMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Listen to this. You pay no sales tax now at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Forever hovering over life's great dump button. You're listening to the
pissed off. And I got to tell you, I can't blame them. I would be so mad about this, too. We'll get to that in just a moment. First, some of your emails rolling in today so far during the show. I'm thankful to say for the first time I've grabbed a stack of the emails during one of the breaks. None of these are about C-Lane moving, as far as I know. Yeah,
I'm sure he's relieved as well.
What are you?
First
That's
time.
how you get moving emails.
All right, let's see what we got here. Phil emails, tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. Hello, Space Coast native here. As I said on Wednesday, my wife and I are looking forward to several Olympic events, but the big problem is time difference for us. That does annoy me. By the time we're able to watch our DVR footage, all of the medal wins will have already been leaked all over the interwebs, and it'll take away from our viewing and rooting experience when we're watching when we already know the outcome. It's almost impossible to dodge the headlines online during this time. That is very true and very annoying. I wish people would not spoil that the way they do. Anonymous.
Is there an option, or is there maybe a guide somewhere on how to not get spoiled? Like, turning off your news notifications, stuff like that.
Didn't like Twitter before Elon took over? There was like something about that. Maybe
You
when
can
like
mute things.
Game of Thrones
Yeah,
was going on, that you could mute it.
On Twitter and on some of the other platforms, you can mute like phrases, and so then you could say like, if it says Olympics, don't show it to me. And maybe that would block it. You have to block like Olympics, medals. You have to block a lot of stuff, I think. Anonymous emails, tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. Hi, everybody. I have a question for Mo. It's about a sticky widget that I seem to have gotten myself into. I've been with the same woman for 25 years. We have never been married. We owned 5 different homes in 4 states. We currently own outright about $500,000 in real estate. Our relationship has become absolutely unbearable, says Anonymous.
Oh, my. Have you told her that?
Every time she comments that I should leave, I say, fine, buy me out. This leads to nothing but an argument that ends with her saying she's not paying a GD dime. I know what my rights were in Colorado, the state we moved from, but I have no clue here in Florida. I should have divorced her 8 years ago there. Other than hiring a guy named Guido from Queens to remedy my problem, what can I do? Any advice would be much appreciated. Love you guys, Anonymous. I don't know. I'll put that to the side in case we hear from Moses and we can ask him that question.
My best educated guess is Mo's first advice will be, don't hire Guido from Queens.
Yeah, don't do that. Do not do. That's a bad idea. Petty Way emails and says, can you please send me the quote C-Lane mentioned the other day from Kiss? I believe it was Paul Stanley. It was when you were talking about Kamala Harris and how you change your opinions over time. If not, you're not growing. I enjoyed the quote and love the show. Thanks. You guys are awesome.
Well, you are way off. I did not quote Kiss.
It wasn't Paul Stanley from Kiss?
I quoted, I think, Ad Rock from the Beastie Boys.
That's who it was, yes. It was Ad Rock from the Beastie Boys because they were talking about, like, do they have the same opinions and have they morphed over time?
Yeah, they said, I'd rather be a hypocrite. This is Adam Horowitz, Ad Rock. I'd rather be a hypocrite than the same person forever.
Okay, I'd rather be a hypocrite. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
As in, like, wrong forever. Like,
yeah. Well, now you know. Thank you for the email. Kevin emails tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. Kevin says, good morning, Sean, C-Lane, and Sabby. I found your show while listening to The Freak in Dallas, Texas, when they were still on the air.
Freaking R.I.P.
He says, I'm an everyday YouTube watcher now. Well, hello, Kevin. Thank you for being out there. 97.1 The Freak turned back into 97.1 KEGL The Eagle and brought a new morning show called The Woody Show with them.
Whose call letters are Kegel.
Kegel.
No, they're
KEGL.
not.
KEGL.
Yeah. The Eagle. KEGL. They brought a new morning show called The Woody Show. That's out of Los Angeles, I believe. Well, this morning they closed their show with Have a Great Friday, you MFers.
No, they did not.
Same woman's recording and everything. Total ripoff from the News Junkie. Anyway, love the show, says Kevin. Yeah,
That's kind of screwy.
That's not the only time I've heard
Great
that.
Friday, you mother.
I've heard a station in Ohio that does that. That starts off their show with that exact clip. Obviously, we've done this first, and a lot of talk show hosts and people who are in talk radio listen to this show. So stuff gets yanked from time to time. Not a big deal. And
my favorite part is that woman who said it has no idea that all of these people use her clip.
I thought about looking her up and sending her one of the T-shirts.
well, my favorite part is, don't you remember, like the entirety of the clip, not just
Have a great Friday,
not just the whole clip is insane. The lady's like anti-Semitic. She's like, you Jewish effer, and it's terrible.
But she was also calling the guy a pedophile, I think.
Yeah, there was lots in there. It was a lot packed in there. Last one for now, Casey.
I bet this guy on the Eagle was just like, well, they're not on our station anymore.
Yeah, I'm taking this
might as
thing.
well, whatever.
That's the iHeart Rock morning show that they syndicate in a bunch of places, I guess.
So it's not just on the Eagle.
No, and I don't want to like criticize people on our own, our own company, our brethren
We've done that
in
a
radio.
million times.
No, our own people, I don't like to go after quite as much. I'll go after people who work for other companies more. I don't listen to that show. It's like the most cookie cutter milk toast rock morning show you could ever think of.
Awooga.
I'm sure the people are all talented in their own right, but it's not for me. Casey in West Palm Beach, Florida says to tipsofthenewsjunkie.com, Sean, yesterday listening to the show and the topic about the fake story of J.D. Vance having relationships with his couch and a rubber glove, I couldn't help but think, what if Sabrina had sex with a couch and it was just okay? Thanks for all the laughs and looking forward to hearing secret shows later on tonight, says Casey. He got you. Or she got you. I don't know. Casey's one of those names, right? You don't know what's going on.
Sounds like a dude.
Let's go over to this Trump story. Actually, you know what? We should take a quick break.
Okay.
Come back with the Trump story. I think that we can do that. In the meantime, you can join us, whether you want to roast Sabrina, and that is always welcome. Always welcome.
Oh, we're going to have one of those days.
Yeah, if you just go over to thenewsjunkie.com.
No problem. We're ready to go.
I don't ever play any dispatches with anybody roasting you.
No, you just read the emails.
That wasn't a real roast. They're messing around about the airplane banner stuff. They weren't actually hating on you.
Sex
I'm
with
sure
a couch
Casey's
would be a little bit difficult versus, I mean, there's a lot more crevices for someone with a penis than there is a place for a woman to have sex with a couch.
What? You are saying, and we can't even get into this argument. We can't even go down. This is a rabbit hole.
After the break. It's like physics about it. Come on.
All right. Quick break. When we come back, your dispatches. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. All right. So you're saying.
You're so weird about this couch thing. It's really strange.
I'm not weird about the couch thing. What did I do weird about the couch thing?
Because my comments about it so far, they've been like, your reaction to it has just been strange.
What did I react to? The thing I react to yesterday is when it's like the token straight white male thing, which is like I cringe at that. That's the only reason I
was
brought
just
that up.
referring to J.D. Vance being a straight white male, but like as far as like having sex with the couch and the male anatomy versus female anatomy, it seems like the couch is more built for dudes to have sex with it.
I agree on that front, but what you were seeming to hint at was, if you look at the world around us, do you think there are more things that would be easier for a woman to use that way or for a man to use that way?
Man.
I think woman. I think there's so many things that I just look around the room sometimes and I'm like, you could do
phallic objects, and then think about that there's a lot of things that men put in their butts.
Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like
still sex.
A man using things in
not if you're Bill Clinton.
In the traditional form.
Like didn't inhale?
And when I look around this room, I see all sorts of things. There's a thumb over there. It's the Fritz on the Street trophy. There's a vodka bottle. That Frankie McDonald thing I bet could go somewhere. And then I think, okay, what about a guy? And there's not a lot of stuff around here.
As far as the couch goes, you got cushions. Something in between.
You could get in between the cushions, but there's not a lot of other options.
I've seen some videos where some women do some things with cushions.
It needs to be a strong arm as far as the couch goes, but that's the extension of it. You would have to.
They're basically playing horse.
You'd have to bring other items into the situation. Now, when it comes down to what brought on this discussion, from what we, the rumor was that it was just the couch they had sex with, and therefore, I don't know where, unless it's the arm part of the couch that
For a woman?
it goes into the category of guys would bang a couch.
No, a couch is much harder unless you flip the couch upside down. The couch is much harder.
Oh, almost cursed. That would be horrific. Have you seen the legs on a couch?
Have you seen bedposts?
Yeah, but I'm going, I guess, with mine, which are square. And no, thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's no good.
Well, I'm horny. How about you guys? Can we put this to bed now, please?
Yeah. I think so. I think we can.
I think we should put it to couch.
Hey, so sticky.
All right, when we come back, we'll get to these Trump supporters that are really angry about something that happened to them. What is it? We're going to get to that. I swear to God this time. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
You have a good turtleneck head. I do not think I have a good turtleneck head. Jack has an okay turtleneck head.
But Jim in one would look like a roll-on deodorant.
How dare you, sir?
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
The off-ramp from I-4 westbound to Maitland Boulevard, that is partially blocked due to an accident. The left turn lane is blocked due to an accident on State Road 46 eastbound at I-4. And there's a disabled vehicle off to the right shoulder on Florida's Turnpike northbound between exit 242 and approaching Osceola Parkway, exit 249 there. Just travel with caution through that area. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Listen up, my business-owning friends. That mortgage guy, Don, also does commercial and small business administration loans. If you already have an existing SBA loan with a rate of 9% or more, you are in luck. That mortgage guy, Don, can refinance your qualified high-interest SBA loan to a low fixed rate of 8.25%. Don't leave money on the table. Let that mortgage guy, Don, help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-9336. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-9336. 800-444-9336 or biglou.com.
Cam found out that group chats between different phones aren't private.
Or
encrypted, thank you. We only text in code.
Yes, which I created. I created a code.
Yes, which can be a little annoying.
Wait, was that your attempt at the code?
You already forgot the code, didn't you?
I should have written it down.
The place to safely send messages between different devices. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Enjoying the news, Junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeart Media is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
the show. Even join us with a dispatch by going to thenewsjunkie.com. Very easy for you to do. People already jumping in on chat. Some people complaining about the Team USA uniforms and saying, who designed these USA outfits, says Abraham Dragon Friend on Twitch. I think Ralph Lauren tends to do that. I don't know if they got the contract this year, but there's like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different versions of them. And there's always at least one that looks bad. So keep your eyes out for those. No matter what, I'm rooting for Team USA.
Ralph Lauren's doing it again. They've done it 9 times.
Damn. That's a good gig if you can get it. That's a good gig. All right, before we get into this story, which I want to talk about, where all these Trump fans got very irritated, and I would have too, where I'd have been in their shoes. But C-Lane is the guy to go to when I see a headline like this. It's the end of an era in many ways. An era of Billy Joel playing a whole bunch of shows at Madison Square Garden, including one that Christopher Dolores Lane went to himself.
That was a year ago this week.
That's crazy. And the numbers I saw on this were pretty crazy. Do you know what, I forgot what they said the tour pulled in total.
The tour or the residency?
Or the residency, I guess you would say.
No, I haven't seen numbers, but I'm sure they're gargantuan.
Let me see here. I'll bring this up because I know the tickets to the last show.
$500 million, I'm guessing.
No, not that much, but it's
right.
a lot. It's a lot. I think it was 120 million, 104 sold out shows. All right, 104 sold out shows. 1.9 million tickets scanned, which is pretty insane to think about. He's 75 years old, still rocking it out. Yeah, I think they said $120 million he made in this residency at Madison Square Garden. And some of the stories I read while he was doing it it seems so rock star. Like they would go, we're interviewing Billy Joel at his palatial estate.
No.
And we're talking. In the middle of talking, he said, come on, follow me. And he walks out into his backyard where a helicopter has landed. And he gets into the helicopter. The helicopter brings him to the roof of Madison Square Garden. He hops off the chopper. He heads down and basically walks right on stage and does his performance. And then moment he's like, see you later, New York. He's right back on that chopper and right back home.
He stopped doing the chopper thing a while ago.
Did he?
Yeah.
Why? Did they say why?
I think
Was
maybe
he
was.
scared?
I think maybe he was concerned or something. I don't know. Because the story came out that they're like, oh, when Billy Joel plays his shows at Madison Square Garden now, he takes the train.
Oh,
he takes the Long Island railroad.
Just hanging out with the regular people?
Yeah,
no
there's probably
way
people.
he just pops in. They have to have like a cart.
There would have to be security or something, I would imagine, around Billy Joel.
Let me see. Billy Joel train.
Maybe he just sits next to someone who just crap themselves.
Maybe he didn't like the
not
stories
the
about
subway.
the helicopter. He might not have liked that. Train or whatever. It's still like he's on the train with the public, with just regular people.
It says Billy Joel ditches helicopter. This was published in March. Billy Joel ditches helicopter to ride the LIRR, that's the Long Island Railroad, I believe, to his Madison Square Garden concerts, and no one notices.
Wow.
Used to fly his glitzy
no
chopper.
one notice. God.
He traded the skies for the tracks over safety fears, he told Newsday, as his record-breaking residency comes to an end.
Damn. Wow. What a life that guy lived. And good for him. A lot of people went to those shows. Okay, let's go over to
Axl Rose guest with him last night.
Did he really?
For Live and Let Die and Highway to Hell.
Oh, that's fun. That's a good time.
But other than that, and like I'm sure people were like, you know what? It's his last show of the residency. What's he going to do? What's going to be special? And I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if Billy Joel just went up there and just did his own Billy Joel show. Just like he does the hits.
Same jokes, same everything.
Same stories, same jokes. When we were at Madison Square Garden, he told the story of how, and if you've been a Billy Joel fan for any length of time, you've heard every of these stories. How Only the Good Die Young was supposed to be a reggae song, but Liberty DeVito didn't like reggae. Like you've heard all of them.
Good die young.
And there's actually a reggae demo of the song that's pretty funny to listen to. But he told the story about how when they first published one of his songs, they got the notes wrong, and then all the piano players at the bars would be playing it wrong. And I looked at Ashley and was like, every time. I've heard the stories so many times.
Yeah, keep saying the same thing. My God. All right, let's go over to these Trump fans that are pissed off. They were in North Carolina. They went out to a Trump rally, which is unironically a brave thing to do now, since some of the people who have gone to these have died or been sent to the hospital via assassin. And now he's out there on the road. He was in North Carolina. And the people who went to see the Trump speech, they had come from different states. They'd come from hours away. And then afterwards, after the speech, they got back to their vehicles and there was a problem. Check this out. Here is one of the local news stories from North Carolina.
Stranded after today's rally because their cars were towed.
They had parked in a nearby Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. The drivers told WBTV the Dunkin' Donuts gave them permission to park there.
Don't forget to change
the towing company tells a different story. Now people who came from miles away are stuck with no vehicle.
By the way, wait for the name of this tow truck company because they went to this Dunkin' Donuts nearby where the Trump speech was, and I guess they filled up their whole parking lot, and the Dunkin' Donuts manager raged and called the tow truck people, and they towed all of these Trump supporters' vehicles away, and they were like fuming over this.
I mean, that's kind of annoying.
I would lose it. I hate tow truck people.
Well,
I hate it.
That, and then also if you're a Dunkin' Donuts guy who it's like, people aren't sitting there to have a nice meal. You're supposed to go in and out for some coffee.
Yeah.
And you have nowhere to park. You go to the
can't
next,
park anywhere.
Go to the next spot.
And for like hours and hours and hours, they can't get any customers, so they were fuming on their own.
WBTV's Ron Lee has this exclusive story tonight. He's joining us now live.
Ron Lee on the case.
This has got to be very frustrating for folks out there tonight.
That's exactly right, John. As a matter of fact, I talked to dozens of people who were stranded here. They told me basically the same thing. They parked here in this parking lot, went to the rally, enjoyed themselves, came back, and their cars were simply gone.
They got them all.
A lot of these people came from hours away, and now they've got no way to get home.
He said from across the street, it's not there. They must have towed it.
The Crump family had just come from the Donald Trump rally, driving over 2 hours to get here and parking just a couple of blocks away. But when they walked back to where they thought their car was, it was gone.
The other parking places were shut up, and they were other people saying the same thing.
You know what? This seems like a friendly place to park. It's a Dunkin' Donuts and a Bojangles.
Ooh.
And that seems like a place where you could park your truck before the Trump rally and then come back, and it would be in one piece. But that was not the case for these folks.
Came to that we can park here.
Some who tell the same story came from much further away.
It's about 3.5 hours, I would say.
Darian Simmerly also attended the rally and is also in the same predicament.
He had told us already that people...
That was a Bojangles Coliseum.
What does that
even
mean?
That's the stadium there, is the Bojangles Coliseum. Hang on, let me try to get back to where we were. Here he is.
That our car was probably gone.
With huge crowds swarming the parking lot of Bojangles Coliseum for Wednesday's Trump rally, parking was at a premium. As an option, drivers tell me they parked at the Dunkin' Donuts along Monroe Road. They claimed the manager at the time gave them permission to leave their cars at the lot while they attended the rally. While they were gone, tow trucks showed up and began hooking up vehicles.
The managers inside promised them that we could park here. Some of the people here even gave money to the people inside.
Now, to get their cars back, they've got to pay hundreds of dollars to the towing company. I called Gotcha Towing.
Showing the camera. There it is right there. You just missed it. It's Gotcha Towing is the name of the company that towed them. And they all have to show up at Gotcha Towing and pay like $300
that is
to
a,
get there.
That is a pompous name for a towing company.
Gotcha Towing. I would be just so irritated if I was writing a check out for that. Not that I write out checks for anything.
I think one of the times I've gotten towed, which, knock on wood, not a lot of times, but when I picked up the car, the guy said something like, have a better day, or try to have a better day, or something like that. And I wanted to be like, you could just
shut up.
Get lost with that phrase, buddy.
You're trying to clean this up for radio, I can tell. Here's what I want you to do. 2 words, sir, but capital letters. All right, when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Barbie's making waves by introducing the first blind doll and apparently the term gynecologist. On a headline that says not from The Onion, but it's, well, the YouTube Toilets with Singing Heads is becoming a franchise. Brought to you by Michael Bay. Plus, NBC is adding something to the Olympics broadcast that they say will gamify it, and others say that it's stupid. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
iHeart Radio Olympics Update.
In week 2 of the Olympics, Team USA will aim to return to the podium in track and field. American sprinter Noah Lyles will be running both the 100 and 200 meters, looking for double gold in Paris.
Yeah. I'm planning on wearing that a few times. Why do it once when you can do it twice?
The Olympics are kicking off with opening ceremonies today. This weekend, gymnastics featuring Simone Biles begins.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeart Radio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Good
morning, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast on this Friday. And for today, it will still be a hot and humid day. Afternoon temperatures will be climbing to a high of 93 degrees in Orlando. We do expect, though, some increasing shower and thunderstorm chances, especially throughout the weekend. But for today, we're looking at about a 60% chance of these early to mid-afternoon showers and storms that will continue through this evening. About a 70% chance on the way for this weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
It's always a good time for donuts, so indulge in Shipley Donuts. Fresh-made donuts in delicious flavors, from classic glazed to Oreo cookie-topped treats. Crafted from quality ingredients. Catering and online ordering available. Visit shipleydonuts.com. Now open in Orlando on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Monster Jam. As big as it gets. Brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Visit your local participating Ford dealers to get your $10 off tickets coupon. Coming to Kia Center August 3rd and 4th. You have to see it live, so don't miss it. Lock in your seats today at monsterjam.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
Want to give your child a learning experience that's free, fun, and gets them ready for the future? The voluntary pre-kindergarten program is your answer. It's available at no cost to any 4-year-old child residing in the state of Florida. Visit our website at elcosceola.org. That's elcosceola.org.
GiveMeTheVin.com wants to buy your car. Give Me The Vin is also the best place to sell your classic or collectible, whether it's one car or an entire collection. Go to GMTVCC.com. Give Me The Vin Classics and Collectibles to sell your classic or collectible car or truck.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for up to half the cost. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture.
The world of entertainment and beyond. If you missed any of the show today or ever for that matter, you can catch up with us at any time, weekend or otherwise, by getting the podcast. To do that, go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispo. Oh, no. Go over there and get the podcast links. That's what I was doing. I started reading something. I was distracted. My brain fell apart there.
I mean, you could do both, technically.
You
right?
can send a dispatch on thenewsjunkie.com, but you can go get the podcast links too. They're right there, including iHeart Radio at thenewsjunkie.com. What happens when I start reading the chat messages as I'm talking? And
if they could just stop, chatting with each other while you're trying to talk.
Look at something will get my attention, or then maybe.
Well, was there a comment that struck you? Because a lot of times somebody will post something that
so bad.
piss you off.
What'd they say, Sean?
No. They keep commenting on the fact that I'm barefoot. That's a weird thing. Like Sean's barefoot in the studio.
What's weird about it? He's at his house.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
It would be weird for me to put on shoes, I think, kind of. I don't know. It seems like that would be strange. Maybe not. MFQ said Sean went on autopilot. That's exactly what happened. I'll start saying the name of the station. I'll start doing all that stuff. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Here it goes. Buzzing by the causeway. Yeah.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode.
It's like you can see the plane.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Dawn. ThatMortgageGuyDawn.com, and of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. If you are looking to buy your first dream home, well, guess what? You got the Hometown Heroes program. I'm pretty sure I just messed up that name, but I know that $100 million is in the bank.
Nice.
In the fund of it all, and you have an opportunity to get a down payment assistant fund up to $35,000, and it is the Florida Hometown Heroes program. So make sure that you are eligible by going to thatmortgageguydawn.com. He's going to make sure that you are doing all the things right and you're getting the best ethics.
Getting the best ethics.
Talk about autopilot.
Sometimes I look at my ethics and I go, I need some better ethics.
Exactly.
I actually do.
Go to thatmortgageguydawn.com. Like, as far as ethically speaking, top notch. He's making sure that he's giving you all the best ethics and so much more. Go to thatmortgageguydawn.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydawn.com.
Anyways, it was 33 years ago, 1991. This guy right here.
Oh, Pee Wee Herman.
And on this day, he got caught masturbating twice in that theater in Sarasota, Florida.
Twice? Wait, twice?
It said he exposed himself twice during the showing of what film? 3 points.
Oh, man, I'm never going to get this.
What film did he expose himself twice at this adult theater in Sarasota, Florida?
Debbie Does Dallas.
Honestly, the title of it wouldn't scream adult film. Pee Wee Herman loves to masturbate too.
Love Actually.
Paddington Bear 2. No, it's called...
That's an aggressive move.
Tiger Shark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tiger Shark was the name of the hit film.
Maybe he wandered in there on accident.
I don't know. It was still at the porn theater, but he pled no contest and got off. I thought my bed was still up.
No, that was just you.
An echoed $50 fine and court costs, and a story that will follow him for 33 years and more.
Oh yeah, may he rest in peace.
What? Oh, I forgot he died.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now he's exposing himself in the sky.
Wow.
Tiger Shark style. And the Olympics coming up, baby.
That's right.
Big weekend for sports. Olympics. And now we have NBC throwing in some game changers, is what they're calling it, and loosely termed. They're adding a new feature. They're going to put heart rate monitors on competitors' parents.
Wow.
I thought they did that last Olympics.
So they did that for Allie Raisman's parents. And that became a meme because how intensely they were watching her perform in the Olympics. So now they're like, we're going to put them on all the parents.
God almighty.
Yeah, so they're going to show the results on screen as they watch their child take on biggest challenges when it comes to the Olympics. A lot of details are not being told. I'll tell you that. It won't be for every single athlete. NBC is just doing this as another way to, quote, gamify the broadcast. Now, there was a point that was brought up by the internet saying, forget the heart rate monitors. Let's put it in the pool. We see who's doing pee-pees. Well,
now I'm watching.
Thank you, right?
Yeah,
Just like seeing that stream and how fast it comes out.
Yeah,
Maybe
now
they even
I'm
get
watching.
points for it. But
I don't think you could pee while you do the swimming thing. I think you got to be still.
Kidding? I can and I
feel
have.
Like, yeah. When you were doing the breaststroke, I also can't
I-
imagine you doing like a hardcore swim thing versus just a pencil
Not on
dive.
an Olympic level. As you guys know, I'm not the greatest swimmer, but I can swim. I know how to swim. I look like a dope when I do it. But when I do it, I've done it before where I was swimming out. I was hanging out with a bunch of, it was summer camp. I was hanging out with a bunch of people and there were some girls with us and I didn't want people to know I was peeing. So I peed as I was swimming out.
Oh, yeah. And that's knowing.
It was
But I'm
good.
wondering, like, if you're going, like, full hardcore Olympic style, you have to do some pee-pees. I mean, have you been running and you fart? Or, like, fart, like tiny little farts? Like,
I don't think so. Not that I was aware of.
I would have to be running.
got it.
Yeah. Doesn't happen.
So if you want to breakdance like the B-boys and the B-girls, thanks to our friends over at, and that second page did not print, but someone who is on top of the breakdancing game, we now have the #1 breakdancing song.
Yeah.
Some of which we might hear. Congratulations to Babe Ruth, everybody, because his song is #1.
Babe
the
Ruth?
Mexican. Babe Ruth, 1972, The Mexican.
I don't know that
Like
one.
actual Babe Ruth? Like,
I don't think Babe Ruth actually put together breakdancing music. So
That would
it
be
seems to be a
awesome
band.
if Babe Ruth was secretly a breakdancer and we just now learned about it.
Now, Celine, if you can go to the wide shot, Sean's going to do some breakdancing right there in the studio.
Here we
No
go.
shoes.
I don't know how to breakdance.
Your Neck with Wu-Tang Clan, Dead Wrong, which is one of my favorite rap songs of all time. Very violent.
Yeah.
Sidebar, just because the lady you made love to, Biggie, her brother wanted to have sex with you, doesn't mean you
Wow.
have to stab him with an ice pick. You can
Oh
just
my
say, I'm not
God.
gay. Yeah, tell me
Whoa.
about it. And a broom was involved. Number 11, Brand New by Tyga, YG, and Lil Wayne. So good luck, breakdancers. And best of luck to boy bands without Justin Timberlake, because rumor has it, NSYNC is going on tour.
Oh.
And that's without Justin Timberlake. He's the lone holdout standing in the way of an NSYNC reunion. They say Lance, Chris, Joey, JC, Chazé. They are wanting to do the whole reunion. Trolls Band Together was the last time they all actually got together, and then we had the whole DUI thing.
It didn't work out. It's going to ruin the tour.
But there is a possibility that they could do it without him, and there is a 100% chance I'll still go to it. So I know we got some connections here locally. Let me know anonymously if it's going to happen or
All right.
not. Did you guys know it was a very special holiday this past week?
what
no,
was
I was
that?
not aware.
Yeah, happy weekend to everybody.
Wait, Tequila Day?
Not Tequila Day. I do believe that was one of the national holidays over this week.
Yes.
But this one goes out to the grandmas because it was National Gorgeous Grandma Day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, baby.
Wow.
Thanks to wideopencountry.com, we've got the top 10 hot grandma songs.
There is a list of the hottest grandma songs.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to go through it, mostly because I've never heard of any of them, but congratulations to Alabama and mountain music. Apparently it's
Oh,
about...
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, play me some mountain music.
Yeah.
Just like grandma used to make. Yeah.
What?
You don't know this song?
No.
You know the chorus. You just don't know you know the chorus.
Mountain music.
No. It's play
Music on
me
a
some
mountain.
mountain music.
And here we go.
More Sabrina.
What?
There we go.
Okay. I've already missed my cue.
Oh, you got to start it over.
Hi, Grandma. This one goes to you. Both of my grandmas dead. Oh, my God.
Caught yourself.
Oh, because only one of my grandmas is dead. This one goes out to you, my grandma. She's a hot nana, sexy geriatric. Hot nana with her swinging tic-tacs in her purse. Next to used tissues and life alert. Hot grandma, there's hot grandma. Hot grandma. And now it's the verse. Doesn't drive over 35, legally can't drive at night. Hands look like claws, hard to ride, but that doesn't stop her, y'all, from getting lit with a brand new hip. Hot grandma, swinging tic-tacs. Hot nana, she's a hot nana. Hot nana.
That's going to be on the list. I think that's going to make the list next year. Yeah.
Anyways, can I tell you that I would have brought it? It was like a 9.5, but it would have been a 10 had I not, had
killed your grandmother?
Hovering over me that my alive grandma. I feel very bad about that.
I did that one time on the show a couple of years ago. Sean was backing me into a corner about something.
Oh, what a surprise.
He was saying that, like, I wanted to, hook up with my dude cousins. And so I was like, I don't even have any dude cousins. And I went, yes, I do. I have 3 of them. I just completely wiped them out of the family temporarily.
Do you think they were more hurt that they were not acknowledged,
I don't
or
think
they didn't
they
want to
heard
bang them?
By the way, I'm with Bootsy. Every time I died a little bit when you said swinging tic-tacs.
Oh, yeah, that was the point.
I thought you were saying something
Yeah.
else.
No, and I'll put the lyrics up, but it was swinging tax.
Yeah, I
Just
thought you were
like-
saying swimming tea packs.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
No,
All right.
tic-tacs in her purse next to used tissues and her life alert.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. Michael effing Bay is working on a Skibbity toilet cinematic universe.
Jesus, man.
I'm not familiar with it, and unfortunately, I don't have time. So get ready, parents, because apparently your kids like Skibbity toilet.
True.
On the boob tube, the opening ceremonies for the Petty Olympics, the highlights with Kevin Hart and Kenan Thompson, streaming premiere of Knox Goes Away, primetime Olympics coverage, Love and Marriage, House of the Dragons episode. Love you, Grandma.
And,
Still love you, Grandma.
Yeah, so your grandma is still with us. Let's just get that out there.
Totally alive.
Clarify that. How old is your grandma who's still with us?
She is up there.
Oh, you do not know your grandma's
It is,
age.
I kept saying 70 for many years, but she is, I believe, 80, late 80s.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. And
It's my Jewish grandmother, the one that snuck in full bagels and cream cheese at the movie theater.
C-Lane, do you have a grandmother that's still with us?
I do not, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
me
you,
neither.
Sean?
No, I haven't had a
Look at
grandma in a
me.
long time.
Mine made it. My last one made it to 96.
Dang.
Yeah, I was like 15, I think, when I only had one grandma.
We had 2, but you didn't make the other one?
No, my dad's mother and father died when he was 14. And I never met them, obviously.
Oh.
And he lived with, he grew up with some friends. Like, he ended up growing up with some friends.
Oh.
So, I know almost nobody that's from my father's side of the family. He left Boston and, he had a stepmom who was legitimately like something out of a evil cartoon stepmom
Parent
type
Trap
thing.
style.
Yeah,
They're
he would
going
go
to
work
boarding
all day.
Cinderella.
he would go to work all day, and his sister and his stepmom would be at home, and then when he got home, they would take all of his money from him.
Oh,
And and his sister treated him so poorly over the years that when my father was in his 50s, he connected back with his sister, and he met up with her. And he was like, "You got to go for Thanksgiving. We're going to go over to my sister's house." And I was like, "I don't want to go over there. I don't want to go over there." And I went over there, and I didn't talk to his sister one time, and I never talked to her again. I never went over there because I didn't like her.
Okay.
I said, "I don't care. The things that they did to you when you were growing up, I think are mean, and I don't care about this person. So I'm not going to be meeting them." When we come back, though, I'll tell you what we will be meeting. We'll be meeting Christopher Lane.
Hi.
And we'll be meeting This Week in Florida. It's happening. Whether you like it or not, folks, and I know you like it. I know you're ready for it. He's ready for it, too. Hot Grandma 2, Electric Boogaloo, happening next. That's coming up next in the news, Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
Watch out for an accident causing a bit of commotion on Goldenrod Road northbound at Lake Underhill Road. Authorities are still working on that accident on State Road 46 eastbound at I-4. The left turn lane is blocked there. There's congestion on Florida's Turnpike due to a disabled vehicle off to the right shoulder. Northbound between exit 242 and approaching Osceola Parkway, exit 249. Just travel with caution in these areas. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Car crash? Call Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN.
Summer is here.
Things are heating up. Literally.
Need help paying that AC bill? Well, Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. 13 chances every weekday, blah, blah, blah. We want you to win, so if you get a call, make sure you answer your phone, because that's the key to winning. This contest is brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted. What? It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices. On WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
When you think about the month of July, you think about freedom, and we have the freedom for a long life. We just have to take care of ourselves, right? Well, Life Imaging FLA wants to help you take care of yourself. They want to help you as far as being proactive and getting a scan and make sure that your heart is fine and you don't have cancer. Life Imaging FLA, they know that early detection of heart disease and cancer can be a game changer in terms of treatment and outcome. Give them a call to get that free heart scan. Call Life Imaging FLA. You pick up your cell phone, you dial pound 250, you say the words free heart scan. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a $699 value, and it's definitely worth it. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeart Media. This is definitely worth it. Life Imaging FLA. Ask them about the cancer screening as well. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted. What? It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices. On WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Join us in Mount Dora on Saturday, July 27th at downtown Sunset Park for Last Call Mount Dora, presented by Century 21 Spouses with Houses Realty. Enjoy live music performed by the Johnny Morgan Band, street entertainment, food and beverages, and fireworks at dusk. School supply donations are encouraged and will support Mount Dora Public Schools. Event begins at 5 p.m. and is free to the public. For more information, visit cityofmountdora.com. Brought to you by the City of Mount Dora, Advent Health Waterman, and Visit Lake.
Hey there, it's Russ Rollins. I'm talking to all the homeowners out there who are tired of staring at their cold swimming pools. It's time to stop wasting money on a pool that you can't use. With Solar Source, you can enjoy your pool year-round like I do. Top 5 things Solar Source customers do after solar heating their pools? Well, spend time with your family. Go nighttime swimming. You got movie nights in the pool. You got water workouts and much more. Friends of mine, friends of Russ Rollins, can save big money when scheduling a free consultation today at solarsource.com/monsters. Don't wait any longer. Start enjoying your pool again with Solar Source. Hit a home run with Jeremiah's tasty frozen treats. Introducing Jeremiah's new Batter Up series layered with brownie batter Italian ice. Try these 3 new treats, including brownie a la mode, hay batter, and double fudge brownie. It's a lineup that hits it out of the park. Hop over to jeremiahsice.com today and find your nearest sweet spot and indulge in the ultimate brownie experience. Hit a home run with Jeremiah's tasty frozen treats. Find your nearest sweet spot at jeremiahsice.com.
Get ready for the political hobnob by the Hispanic Chamber of Metro Orlando, July 31st at Andretti Indoor Karting. Join this unique opportunity where business leaders, politicians, and community members come together to bridge a stronger future. Learn more at HispanicChamber.com.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
iHeartMedia of Orlando presents CEOs You Should Know, shining a spotlight on decision makers throughout Central Florida.
Danny Jenkins of ThreatLocker. Welcome, Danny.
Thank you for having me here today.
We're glad to have you. And first of all, very simple question. What is ThreatLocker?
ThreatLocker is an endpoint security company that focuses on the ideas of least privilege, which is today often called zero trust. What that means is rather than trying to find every piece of malware in the world, which is impossible, we only allow the software you need and we block everything else.
So in other words, you're battling cybercrime.
That's pretty much what we're doing. 99% of our buyers buy us because we stop ransomware and we do it really effectively. And unfortunately, you only need, as an hacker, you only need one user in the company to download a piece of software.
Catch the full interview right now. Simply search for Orlando CEOs You Should Know in the podcast section of the iHeartRadio app.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. The exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, PAY, P-A-Y, pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Home of the world-famous Game of Magnets. This is the new...
All the things that have happened in the Sunshine State that we should probably cry about. Those all on the way here from Sea Lane. Usually pretty embarrassing, I got to be honest with you, for Floridians.
Often.
Every once in a while, the man surprises so, and he's like, hey, here for Floridians is actually something good, like a good story. So we never know what we'll get again.
Do not hold your breath today.
Oh, no, we're not looking good.
Dumpster fire.
All right, Floridians, you ready to do this, C-Lane?
Ready, Sean.
Here we go. Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most grown-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
That's right. The weekend is here, and it's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State, see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. And, when you look back and you think of the movie Wolf of Wall Street, or just the story in general, the name Wolf of Wall Street. What are you?
That's from the movie Don't Make Me Feel Crazy.
You always pick the weirdest moments.
Guys, that is a part of where Matthew McConaughey.
Sabrina will be like Wolf of Wall Street, and she'll be like, 2 minutes in the microwave.
I'm not good at quoting. Come on, you know it's the part where Matthew McConaughey's talking to him in the restaurant.
Yeah,
and he does the chess thing.
No, I know that one. Yep.
Okay.
At least you didn't pick the butt candle scene.
Very true.
But anyway,
a lot more light in here.
Would you agree that the sound, like the name Wolf of Wall Street, sounds cool? Even though, he did bad stuff and got in a lot of trouble. Wolf of Wall Street, this guy's the Wolf of Wall Street. Sounds cool. This guy, not so cool. They call him the Wolf of Airbnb. And but that doesn't keep him from being in trouble, because a man from Florida who boasted that he was the Wolf of Airbnb was sentenced Monday to over 4 years in prison for defrauding New York landlords and a federal pandemic relief government program. That's Conrad Bircher. He's 32 years old. He's from Hialeah, and he was sentenced in Manhattan federal court by Judge Lorna G. Schofield. The prison term of 4 years and 3 months came after he pled guilty a year ago to wire fraud charges. He was also ordered to forfeit $1.7 million and pay $2.2 million in restitution.
Damn.
He declined to speak about the sentencing. Wolf of Airbnb does not sound as cool. I think last week or the week before, I told you guys about an HOA who randomly reached out to all their fine citizens and said, "We want $60,000."
Yes.
Yep.
And they're like, how is this gonna? They ended up pausing the process, but now they're not the only ones to do it, because there's a condo association that said, "Hold my beer." This time it's the residents of Surfside Club South in Ormond Beach. It's yet another torrid tale emerging of Florida homeowners being hit with eye-watering special assessment fees as building managers race to be in compliance with a new state law. They want each condo owner to pay them $100,000.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, so this wasn't a thing that they would have known when they purchased the place.
No.
It's a new fee. And go, oh, by the way, you owe us $100,000.
And they're blaming it on this new law. Per new Florida law, all 3-story plus condo buildings and at least 30 years old must undergo a mandatory engineering assessment before December 31st of this year. Associations must also shore up repair funding reserves. This law was introduced after the Surfside tragedy in 2021, in which 98 lives were lost when the 12-story condo collapsed. So now they have to get this engineering assessment and probably going to have to do a lot of repairs. So instead, they're just asking all the homeowners to pay for it. And some of them, facing the whopping special assessment fees, may have no option but to sell their unit, especially retirees on fixed incomes or younger Americans who used all their savings to buy their first home.
How is that legal? Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
jinx.
How is that legal? You're basically forcefully evicting old people who don't have the revenue to pay for an unexpected fee out of nowhere. That seems like you absolutely shouldn't be able to do it.
And then you force someone out of their home and you think that's going to sell quick when you have that attached to it?
No.
No way.
You should. We should table this for Moses. Let's put it over here and hope that I remember to pick that back up.
You won't.
There's a lot of discussion about whether or not or how the manner in which sexual education should be taught in schools. This is a nationwide thing. It's not just Florida. But right now, or at least when we were growing up, the whole thing was like, all right, here's how your bodies work. Don't have sex.
Yeah.
And
or they would tell you about just like the STDs and stuff.
Yeah, but
it's like scare stuff.
Exactly, but they don't teach about like STD prevention or like contraceptives. They just teach abstinence. And now I guess on the law books, They have this thing where you could either choose a state-authorized textbook that focuses on abstinence for your sex ed plan, or you can, if you want to, defer, you can submit your own lesson plan to the Florida Department of Education.
Oh, they're going to definitely read that as soon as you send it.
They'll review it and approve or deny it. Now, in Orange County Public Schools, your kids may have missed that particular class because they just straight up forgot to pick one.
Oh, okay.
So
they didn't write anything? Okay.
Students in Florida's Orange County missed sex education classes last school year after the state failed to approve the school district's plans that included lessons on contraception and STDs. OCPS decided to avoid the topic of reproductive health as district officials grappled with the mandates of the new state law that says use the textbook or, submit the thing and we'll approve it. Several other districts, including Broward, Collier, and Seminole counties, used their sex education curriculum without state approval. They feared that otherwise they might violate a separate portion of the same state law, which said reproductive health is a much-teach topic. So one side of the law says do this, the other side says do that, and they're trying to figure out in the middle. And in the whole muck-up, the Orange County kids just didn't learn anything at all last year.
Perfect.
What a mess.
About sex.
You're going to be so pregnant.
In Temple Terrace, a woman is lucky to be alive after a recent attack by an alligator near her backyard. Rachel Thompson lives along the Hillsborough River, and lives is a very important word in that sentence. She said she was going for short swims off her dock since she first moved into her home. She's aware there are alligators in the water, but has always kept a close eye out for them. This mating season came and went. She said she saw a lot more gator traffic, a lot more activity. Still goes swimming in the river.
Yeah.
One
thing.
Insane to me.
One thing that we could maybe just get out there for folks who aren't in Florida, because this is so funny to me how so few people seem to understand this. In the state of Florida, it's not a rarity to see an alligator. No. All right? Like, sometimes people think like, oh my God, like you could go for a walk in a neighborhood and see an alligator, and you're not going to even like look twice at it. There's alligators
you
everywhere.
go down 75 by Fort Myers. It's just like that single road, and you turn off to the side, and there are multiple gators just ready to cross that highway.
Yeah, gators everywhere. So it's not a surprise to find them.
I mean, the amount at which I skip a story about an alligator walking across a golf course, that alligator better have a MAGA hat on or be holding a beer in its mouth to make This Week in Florida, because it's just not that uncommon. But this situation that Rachel Thompson finds herself in is going for little swims in the river. She went for her run. She looked at an alligator. She looked for alligators. And she saw nothing. Then she saw a head appear in the dark water from nowhere. It was next to my leg. Thompson said, I was hunted. I was truly this alligator's prey. The alligator bit down on her leg, and she somehow managed to fight it off and expects a full recovery. But her leg was broken, and she suffered a very deep wound. Over in Jacksonville, I think this would be fun to witness sometime. At least it sounds like it. It might be one of those things where we finally get to witness it, and it's not as exciting as it seems. But there was a mysterious package on the beach in Jacksonville, and they decided to just blow it up.
Yeah, all right. Wait, did they not look and see what it was first?
They did not. They blew it up. The package on the shore was a mysterious balloon. It was a yellow balloon tied to a white styrofoam box found just north of the Cubbage Road beach access. A witness on vacation from Kentucky said the weather balloon was first spotted. They're calling it a weather balloon. I don't think they know for sure. And the picture that I saw did not look very big. Weather balloons are typically much bigger. I know this because we tried to launch one time and failed miserably.
Hey.
No. Technically, we launched it.
Spirits.
Yeah.
We launched it.
It just didn't get to its destination. It got to somebody's apartment. It didn't take long. So the weather balloon was first spotted over the ocean, far from the shoreline. So it was in the air at some point. But when it came back down and people started to investigate, a man came running up and said, "No, get away!" They said we needed to get 300 feet away so the bomb squad could come. The SJCO Explosive Ordnance Disposal Team responded and detonated the package. There were wires in it. It wasn't transmitting anything. It had a little yellow flag on it. What if it was a weather balloon and they just...
just blowing it up.
They're just blowing it up because it landed on the beach somewhere. The investigation into the balloon, its origin, and its payload is still active. A would-be bride is in trouble, busted over what they're calling prenuptial battery. A couple set to be married this weekend got into an argument over signing a prenuptial agreement that turned violent and resulted in the bride's arrest for domestic battery.
I would have brought that up a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
To the wedding. Mm-hmm.
Maybe the person who brought it up thought, like, all right, this is kind of the point of no return. Let me kind of corner you into signing this prenup. Or
And
maybe
then
it's been
she flip kicked him.
maybe it's been brought up a bunch of times. The victim told cops that they were engaged in the prenuptial quarrel late Sunday night. Molly Rose Hogan, 26-year-old,
Hey, brother.
grabbed the victim around the neck and struck him on the chest, torso, back, and legs, causing multiple physical injuries. The attack was prompted by a heated argument over signing a prenup prior to the marriage. The victim attempted to escape from the defendant multiple times and was ultimately separated by witnesses who corroborated his account of the accident. One witness, the victim's brother, was bitten on the arms by Hogan as he sought to stop her. The family was getting involved.
Jesus.
As he sought to stop her from battering his sibling. Alcohol appears to have been a factor in the 11:30 p.m. confrontation.
Shocker.
Well, the one thing that is going to ruin your plans to dine and dash is if you leave behind some identifying information. And in the case of Panama City Beach, where a woman accused of dining and dashing at a restaurant last week was busted after she realized she forgot her purse inside.
You idiot.
Video captured by TikTok user Missy P711 shows the moment an alleged dine and dasher demands her purse after mistakenly leaving it in a Longhorn Steakhouse restaurant after she bolted from the bill. An employee is heard notifying a party of 14 that their table is ready, but the woman who captured the video asks for just a moment, presumably to witness the altercation going down at the hostess stand. The text on the video read, "Dine and dash, but the idiots forgot her purse, so the manager was holding the purse." Let's see, over in St. Petersburg, a guy drinking beer and showing his friend some guns accidentally shot and killed his friend.
Shocker, all right, yeah.
That's why you don't mix stuff like that. The deputies say they were receiving reports a man had been shot. They found Kevin Bishop lying on the floor inside the residence with a gunshot wound. His roommate was also at the scene. Bishop and Tompkins, the roommate, were drinking alcohol, while Bishop showed Tompkins multiple guns that he owned. Authorities say Bishop told Tompkins all the firearms were empty. So they pointed the guns at themselves and each other while pulling the triggers.
Took their word for it instead of like literally 2 seconds to check the chamber.
Or just never point the gun at somebody else, whether you think it's loaded or not.
Or
My
themselves.
God.
They were pointing it at themselves and pulling triggers too. Just a whole bunch of stupidity happening. Another man pulls a gun on his former boss and threatens to kill everybody over $75. This in Tampa. Tito Evan Lloyd, 39, charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, felon carrying a concealed weapon, and felon in possession of a firearm. On Monday, deputies responded to the scene where they found he confronted his former manager because he was upset about his paycheck. He then brandished a concealed gun and made threats to kill everybody in the room. He was later found at a residence. It's shocking someone would resort to such extreme measures, says Sheriff Chad Chronister. Over just $75, the suspect's actions were a serious threat to public safety. Yada, yada, yada. He'll be in jail. Not going to see that $75 either, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I didn't know this was that huge of a crime, but I guess it is fraud. There's a Florida man that has been charged in Wisconsin for fraudulently selling jewelry and saying that it was made by Native Americans.
Okay.
Does it make the jewelry more valuable?
Probably, yeah. If it was like
authentic.
Historic, authentic, made by Native Americans, I can see that.
According to a release from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of Wisconsin, Jose Fernando Muenala, for Jose M. from Castleberry, is charged with wire fraud, mail fraud, and misrepresenting Indian-produced goods. That is a charge. Misrepresenting Indian-produced goods. In those applications, he devised a scheme to defraud by applying to art shows all across the United States to sell jewelry. So he's making this fake Indian jewelry, or Native American jewelry, sorry. And
Wow. Want to dump it?
It says Indian-produced goods, okay? You don't have to dump it. I was just reading. And he just goes to these art shows trying to sell them, but they were not authentic. Man being arrested on resisting arrest warrant does it again, tries to arrest. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And last but not least, in This Week in Florida, the winner, mostly because of this mugshot. But pull up the. Did I send you the link, Sean, to the mugshot?
Yeah, I think you did send me something. Here it is right here.
A drunk driving suspect in a golf cart was arrested, and he was charged with DUI after a traffic stop at Cody's Original Roadhouse in the Villages. This is Christopher Joseph Van Wettering, 40 years old.
With a last name like that, I feel like it's a given to have that mustache, right?
That's a fantastic mustache this guy has. It's got the nice curly. It looks like the Pringles guy.
It sure does.
Like the Pringles guy got a DUI. Van Wettering lives in the Cherry Vale Villas. He was driving a red Yamaha golf cart.
His quote is great.
Yes, it appeared that he had been drinking. When asked how much alcohol he had consumed, Van Wettering replied, "Quite a bit." That's it for This Week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane. I could never have a stash like that. It would be so distracting.
You won't even try.
I know, but like I don't know. I always think of my dad when I think of mustaches. He had a mustache his whole life, except for that one time he shaved it, and I was very, very weirded out by it. Like, imagine you grow up and all you ever see is your dad with a mustache, and then 1 minute your dad doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah.
Very concerning.
My dad went back and forth, so it really never weirded me out that much.
My dad had like the full beard, and then, for the majority of my life has had nothing. Mm-hmm. And then I look back at pictures and I'm like, you looked like a different person. I also a different ethnicity. I got to be completely honest.
I wanted to, for our July 3rd broadcast, shave down to just my mustache.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And because
doesn't your wife hate that?
Because it's awesome. And yeah, my wife hates it. So she was like, nah.
Quick question, both of you. Do either one of your parents have a tattoo?
So they did not for the longest time. Like, I was always told, no tattoos, you get a tattoo, big trouble, blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
And then it was like after my first year in college and moving out, my dad was like, I decided to get a tattoo. I also paid for your siblings' tattoo. And it was like a tiny sun.
Oh, yeah?
That has... the flag.
I don't think you like this tattoo. The way you're talking about it is very condescending.
It's a sun. That's cool.
Very tiny.
It's a tiny sun.
It's like
You're saying tiny, but the part of your arm where you're putting your fingers, that's like that seems
the
pretty
part
big.
of my arm. Yeah.
Is it bigger than a quarter?
It is like a Sacagawean dollar.
Okay.
For the size of the. Anyways, he got a tattoo, and then my mom always.
You seem like you're really trying to be nice about this.
It was more the point where I'm like, you told me that I would be disowned, and then you go and get a tattoo, and then pay for my siblings' tattoo.
Do as I say, not as I do. Look at that.
And then my mom was convinced when they went on vacation just a couple years ago to get a tattoo on her ankle.
She got one too? So do either of your parents have tattoos?
3 goals and a buoy.
99% sure there are 0 tattoos on my parents. However, my mom was talking about one with a friend of hers once, and this was deep in my Christian school days, the heavy religious Christian school. And so I got really scared because they told me in Christian school that if you make that sort of alteration to your body, you're going to hell. And so I very much opposed my mother getting a tattoo because I was afraid that she would be in hell while I was in heaven.
Look what they did to him. Look what the religion did to this kid's head. Jesus. My mom got a tattoo when she was in her 50s. And I think her and my father had gone to Vegas. And they didn't do anything crazy or fun, okay? Like they probably just, put $5 in the slot machines and went to a show or something. But my mom was like, she had beat cancer for the first time. And she's like, I'm going to get a tattoo. And I remember thinking, I don't know if this is a good idea. And my mom got on I think it was on her side. She got a heart tattoo, but the outline was so painful for her. She only got the outline. She never got the rest of the tattoo done. She only had the outline of it. She was like, nope, not doing it. And then everybody would be like, well, you got to go back. You got to get it finished. She's like, no, I don't care.
I'll just
Who's gonna
color it
say
in
this?
every day with a marker, and we're fine.
She didn't care. She didn't want to get it done. She was not having that. Okay, quick break. When we come back, El Mayo has been arrested, and this could lead to some chaos. What's this all about? What went down? Who's El Mayo? All those questions answered. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
On I-4 this afternoon, there's slowdowns westbound between County Road 46A and approaching Lake Mary Boulevard. Bumper-to-bumper traffic on I-4 eastbound between US 27 and after State Road 429. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Goldenrod Road northbound at Lake Underhill Road, and there's a disabled vehicle causing delays on Florida's Turnpike northbound between exit 242 and approaching Osceola Parkway. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Did you know that mortgage guy Don does a live radio show every Saturday? That's right, each week on Saturday mornings, Don and his crew, they're answering your questions live on the air on the Home Loans Radio Show. Get your questions answered live by leaving him a shout out right there on the website, thatmortgageguydon.com. And while you're there, get the process started of refinancing your home or buying your first dream home. Work with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Coming to Kia Center August 3rd and 4th. Brought to you by BKT Tires, Morgan & Morgan, and your local Ford dealers. You have to see it live, so don't miss it. Lock in your seats today at monsterjam.com.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
It's Sutherland Nissan Orlando's tax vacation event. This month only. Save thousands and pay no sales tax on your new Nissan. Rush to Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Online at OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. With purchase of select new Nissans up to $70,000. See dealer for details in 7/31/2024.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product and don't know what to do next? Inventors. InventHelp can help you get started with your idea. Call 1-800-INVENTION or go to InventHelp.com to get your free inventors information. They can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Get started with your idea today at InventHelp.com. InventHelp is the leading invention service company. With offices nationwide, they've been helping inventors since 1984. Inventors received more than 10,000 patents through their patent referral services. Don't wait to get started with your idea. For free information, contact your friends at InventHelp. Go to InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. That's InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. They help everyday inventors just like you. Additional services include invention websites, prototype models, technical drawings, and more. They keep your idea confidential and explain every step of their invention services. Remember, that's InventHelp.com. InventHelp.com.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted. What? It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices. On WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, on August the 1st between 4 and 7 p.m., join me, Angel, from the Monsters of the Morning for your chance to win tickets to the upcoming Monster Jam in Orlando. We're doing it every 10 minutes. This is all courtesy of Renewal by Anderson, official partner of Monster Jam. Plus, come see the legendary Gravedigger up close and personal. Mark your calendars and head to 2500 Maitland Center Parkway for some big-time fun. See you here on August the 1st from 4 to 7 p.m. Thank you to our sponsor, Renewal by Anderson. You have a chance to win tickets every 10 minutes.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
The final countdown begins. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, pay, P-A-Y, pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
Say who he is and why this could get crazy.
God, it makes me hungry.
Oh, yeah. El Mayo and El Chapo's son was with El Mayo when this arrest went down.
I meant more just for mayonnaise. I just love to put that on all my food.
Ugh, never liked mayonnaise, and I don't know why. I don't have a good reason.
You like ranch?
Here's the thing. I think
Like aioli?
I've reconciled this a little bit recently. One time I had a sandwich, and I ate the whole thing, and at the end I realized it had mayo on it. And as I was eating, I was like, this is a great sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
And
A
I
light
go,
mayo is great. I think any sandwich that doesn't have any sort of sauce on it is insane to me.
I used to be repulsed by it, though, Sabrina. Like, I
You don't
used to
put
go.
anything? Like, isn't it not just, like, dry for
No,
ya?
I put stuff on it. Like, on a sandwich, I would put mustard on it, or I, put something down as like a base and go over that. But I grew up repulsed by mayonnaise. Ask Courtney, she's seen me.
God.
If I would get my order and they would put lettuce or mayonnaise on my food, I would just throw it right in the trash when my order came. I would be like, I'll give
You
me
couldn't even
something else.
take it off?
And no, it repulsed me. And then all of a
diva.
sudden, I had a couple aiolis and I had a couple other things that were basically just mayonnaise. And then I had the accidental mayonnaise, and I was like, you know what?
Accidental.
I think I might. And now I'm eating lettuce on stuff. I'm eating salad.
He's a
Lettuce,
new guy.
Yeah, tastes like nothing.
I don't
there's,
know.
Like, just the crunch factor to it. I am the complete opposite with mayonnaise, though, where I grew up, like, that was part of everything. Like,
Yeah.
dip your fries in mayo kind of thing. That's part of the Latin culture, and I absolutely love it. Now, Does my doctor? Probably not.
It's pretty bad for you. Huh? Yeah.
I mean, man, it was not
Well, we
right
used to play at this bar, and we
It's
would
just eggs and oil, right? Isn't that all that's in there?
yeah, egg yolk and oil.
Yeah, you just whip it up. Okay, go ahead. What were you saying, Sealand?
When we used to play at this bar, we would like close down the place and hang out after hours. I would sometimes go in the kitchen and make food, and I made like a big sub and like cut it into pieces for people. And this one bartender, she ate it. She was like, "This is really, really good. What's on it?" And I was this, that, and some mayonnaise and horseradish. She goes, "There's mayonnaise." She claimed to have, as a grown ass woman, claimed
That's
to
how I was.
have never eaten mayonnaise in her entire life.
Okay.
And but,
Come on.
granted, she liked the sandwich. She thought it was delicious, and she was so amazed that she liked something with mayonnaise on it that she even like called her husband, text her husband, whatever. She's like, "I just ate mayonnaise," and then she didn't take another bite of the sandwich.
Sounds so boring.
That's another weird husband text there, right behind abort. The text that says,
Close
"I had
second.
mayo for the first time ever." I don't know. It's most of it's a brain thing.
I know some girls who have sent that text.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a different meaning and intention behind it. I know for sure that it's a brain thing for me, but I think a lot of these food things are brain things for people. Like I used to have somebody who I lived with, and I would sit down and I'd make a plate of food, and I have a big old heaping pile of cottage cheese on there. And I'd be
That's
just
so weird to me.
motoring down this cottage cheese, and I'd have Doritos.
Which tastes like nothing.
I'd take the Doritos and I'd scoop them up in the cottage cheese.
Okay, so
nice,
you like savory cottage cheese, not sweet cottage cheese. Like
either way, I'll do both. I'll put some peaches in there.
I don't like cottage cheese with like pineapple chunks in it or something. But if it's like
It looks like pimple.
if it's like dill and like maybe a little garlic powder or black pepper, that's good cottage cheese.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
I will mark this off on my bingo card of distracting them from a cartel news story.
Yeah, we'll get to the cartel news story momentarily here. First, Melissa emails the show, and she says the tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Hello, Sean from the Acreage. Now, I don't know if she means hello, Sean from the Acreage, or if she means hello, Sean from the Acreage. I'm
I
not
feel
sure.
like it's the first one.
I think if it's the latter, she should have said hello from the acreage, Sean.
Yeah, she said hello, Sean from the Acreage. So
People
maybe
from
that's
the
me.
acreage are not great at pronunciations and grammar.
Wow, how dare you? We're proud
Punctuation.
people. Acreagians, or whatever you want to call us.
Acres.
No, probably not that. Southwest is being pressured by Elliott Investment Group, Southwest Airlines she's talking about, in a hostile takeover to be just like the legacy airlines and do the same boring things to make more profit. If they get a hold of the company, they'll surely ruin the cult and the company. Thanks, Huey, Melissa, either one, thank you for emailing the show. If it's private equity trying to bring down Southwest, God, they ruin everything they touch.
What, private equity?
Yeah, private equity gets involved and they don't care and they don't know about the product and they just
they're
ruin
swimming in money,
everything.
man.
It's just like rich venture capitalist types who come in and they take all the character out of any company that they touch. It's gross. It's bad. Mike says to tipsthenewsjunkie.com, he said, get on a plane, not a friggin' chance. He's not into it. Between doors blowing out, wheels falling off, and most importantly, lunatic passengers, I'm not motivated to get on a plane these days, especially after the steady stream of stories I'm graced with on this show. In fact, the only way I'm ever getting on a plane is if there's a paycheck involved. So take that. You're not going anywhere. And now we go to El Mayo because El Mayo is in El J-Lo today. That's right. This went down in Texas. El Prison.
Sounds like El Mayo just ran into Jennifer Lopez.
Probably. What? El Mayo Zambada is this person's name. The leader of Mexico's Sinaloa cartel. That's the biggest cartel, I believe, in Mexico. And they arrested this guy and Joaquin Guzman Lopez, who is El Chapo's son. Both of them got arrested, and now they think there could be like a huge blowback from the cartels. You got the cartel main guy, this drug lord, you arrested him, and who knows what's going to happen as a result.
And El Mayo's so grounded.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the one rule if you're the son of the leader of the cartel is like don't get caught doing stupid ass.
Yeah, and they were in the United States of America. That's what's weird to me. They were operating in Texas. Maybe that's where a lot of these cartel leaders actually live.
El Mayo is 76 years old. Think
No
about,
way.
Think
Is
about
he?
still being like a cartel lord or like a, just a big time criminal at the age of 76.
They're an assisted living facility for cartel retirees.
I'm not sure, but that's like the father in The Sopranos, where at the beginning of The Sopranos, the old man was in charge.
Take me to a retirement home.
He's barely with it, but he was in charge. Let's see what they say.
Direct quote.
Channel 4, NBC, is talking about El Mayo's capture.
Joaquim Guzman Lopez and Mexican drug lord Ismael Zambada are now in U.S. custody, both arrested yesterday after landing in a private plane in New Mexico. NBC4's Robert Kovacic live in the newsroom with more on this major arrest. Robert.
And let's talk, Colleen, about why the federal government says this is a major arrest. The U.S. government estimates there were well over 107,000 overdose deaths in the United States last year.
Oh, they're going to attribute that to these drug lords, I guess. Drug lord El Mayo and El Chapo's son, they were in El Paso, Texas when they were arrested.
The majority of those deaths, close to 75,000, blamed on fentanyl. Fentanyl, made in Mexico, shipped to the U.S. by a cartel with two of their leaders now in custody. In the words of Attorney General Merrick Garland tonight, they are behind one of the most violent and powerful drug trafficking organizations in the entire world.
Damn, there was... Go ahead.
I thought the cartels were anti-fentanyl. Like, I thought that there was some stuff going on in Mexico where they were trying to go after the people who were putting
That's what the public gets to hear, C-Lane.
bad stuff in the drugs.
They'll sell whatever they can. They have no scruples about this.
I just don't understand how it's cheaper at this point.
That doesn't make sense. And it's so strong. It's just like an insane level of power in your drugs. I don't understand. But there was a $15 million reward for this guy's head. Damn. $15 million. Can't imagine living in El Paso, Texas.
Is somebody getting that reward?
I don't know. I don't know if somebody turned him in. Let me keep this right here. We'll get a little further into this.
I don't think they're going to make that name public.
Yeah, if that person was public, they would last about 5 seconds, I think. We'll get deeper into this report. We'll also get to jury duty. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Did Angelique and Daisy get lost?
I hope they're kissing.
Oh, God almighty.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
iHeartRadio Olympics update.
The stage is set in Paris for the opening ceremony of the Summer Olympics. Basketball star LeBron James will be the flag bearer for the United States.
The Team USA has given a lot to me, so I feel like, it's an opportunity for me to give back.
The U.S. will be looking to top its medal count from the Tokyo Olympics, where Americans took home 113 medals, leading the world for a 7th straight time.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
This is 3-time Pro Bowler Sean Merriman. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Macy's Backstage.
Dak Prescott finally admitted this could be his last year in Dallas, and if Dallas does let Dak walk, he could have a bigger free agent market than Brady or Aaron Rodgers did. With Dak, you get no cringe, no age concerns at all. He's still young, he's in great shape, low maintenance, everybody respects him. Sure, Dak would be expensive, but there's a reason guys like Kirk Cousins keep getting paid. No drama. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Shop Macy's Backstage today for amazing deals on everything you need for summer. Get low prices every day at Macy's Backstage. Find a store near you at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-444-9336. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-444-9336. That's 800-444-9336. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with, call Big Lou at 800-444-9336.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
This July, celebrate America's independence with a fresh view from Renewal by Andersen. Their custom-built, energy-efficient windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. They keep the heat and humidity out, not to mention the noise. That's because their unique Fibrex material combines both elegance and resilience, offering you double the strength of traditional vinyl. Right now, buy any 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Don't miss this limited time offer. Visit rbafla.com to schedule your free consultation today. And if you're looking for a new career, great news. They're still hiring experienced window and door installers. Celebrate freedom and comfort with Renewal by Andersen, official sponsor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Once again, just go to rbafla.com for details. License number CGC 1527613.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Come together and don't miss Classic Albums Live, performing the Beatles' Abbey Road and Greatest Hits at Hard Rock Live Orlando, Friday, August 9th. Classically trained musicians performing the iconic Beatles album and all your favorites note for note, cut for cut. Get tickets and info at Ticketmaster and HardRockLiveOrlando.com.
There are choices that can change your life.
Like the choice to start routine colorectal cancer screening at age 45.
It's one of the most common cancers for women and men, and it doesn't always have symptoms.
But there's good news. Routine screening can catch colorectal cancer early and even prevent it.
And there's even better news. You have screening options.
Make the choice to put your health first. Talk to your doctor about your screening options or visit cdc.gov/screenforlife for more information.
Cam found out that group chats between different phones aren't private.
Or encrypted.
Or encrypted, thank you. We only text in code.
Yes, which I created. I created a code.
Yes. Which can be a little annoying.
Wait, was that your attempt at the code?
You already forgot the code, didn't you?
I should have written it down.
The place to safely send messages between different devices. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
A violent crime is committed every 24 seconds. The U.S. Concealed Carry Association exists to provide you with firearms education, training, and access to self-defense liability insurance. So when trouble comes, you'll be ready. Over 800,000 Americans trust the USCCA, and right now, there's an exclusive, limited-time offer for radio listeners. Go to defendfamily.com to get a free family defense guide, a survival secrets training video from a retired FBI agent, and see all the benefits of membership. Go to defendfamily.com now.
HCA Florida Maitland Emergency, located just south of Maitland Boulevard on Forest City Road, is now open 24/7. Visit hcaFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of Oviedo Medical Center. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at RealRadio1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star. This is
They're off and running with the opening ceremonies kicking everything off today. And I got to say, I don't want to be negative Nancy here.
But do you?
I don't like it. I don't like what they chose to do for the opening ceremonies. They're doing it on the river. The river. That's not how you do it. You're doing like a stadium, so you can do a bunch of cool performances and stuff. How are we going to have performances? Like all the people are on bridges and stuff, looking down onto the river. Here's a photograph for those of you on YouTube and Twitch watching the show live at the News Junkie. If you'd like to follow along, and all the fans are like on the side or on the bridges, and then the like parade of sorts goes down the middle of the river scene in Paris. They blew up some big like color burst things that looks kind of cool. I like that, but it seems like it would be hard to do it on the water. Yeah, that's the French flag, obviously, that they did. It just seems like it would be very hard to pull this off, to do it on the water. Jace is saying the opening ceremony is kind of odd. Lady Gaga is on right now.
Oh, dang it. I thought that was later tonight.
Yeah, it's going on right now.
Already?
Well, she might be on right now, and it airs later tonight.
Yeah, you can watch it later on Peacock because of the time difference, but it just seems weird to do the opening ceremony on a river. But maybe they pull it off. Maybe they make it really, really amazing, and it's something we remember for the rest of our lives. Maybe not. We shall see. Let's go back real quick before we go into jury duty. Actually, we could put this in jury duty. The rest of this El Mayo thing, I want to see how they were captured, if they get into that, or if somebody like ratted these guys out, since there was a $12 million or $15 million note on their head, a reward on them. Let's get into it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. They said she's singing in French?
Yeah, I'm watching it now. It's a whole thing.
Singing in French is a weird choice. Was she singing her song?
I can't. I didn't put the volume up yet.
No,
but
we can't do that.
I just see her, and then there's like a lot of dancers, and they just have giant pink poof balls.
Why can't we put the volume up? Aren't we the official? We're official.
I mean, I don't know how to do it here. I would be playing peacocks.
Yeah, they go crazy with the copyright stuff on that. I
would love to see Celine Dion's performance. For some reason, I thought it was later tonight.
Well, anyhow, after an accident, 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Back to this Channel 4 report where they said El Mayo, the drug lord, has been arrested along with El Chapo's son. Let's see if somebody ratted him out. Let's see if they got any more details about the arrest itself.
They got him. 2 men surrendering to authorities without incident when a private plane landed at a small airport in New Mexico, just minutes away from El Paso. Late tonight, the Justice Department whisking the arrested pair out of the airport, where they will soon face multiple charges.
Damn.
It's a big arrest for the feds, and the hope it will have big implications for the synthetic drug epidemic in the U.S. The government blaming the Sinaloa and Jalisco cartels of being at the heart of the crisis. The Sinaloa cartel was run by notorious drug lord El Chapo Guzman, who is now serving life in prison. In custody now, 76-year-old Zambada Garcia, El Mayo, who is said to have co-founded the Sinaloa cartel with El Chapo, helping to run the criminal organization for 3 decades. The DEA said tonight he was one of their most wanted fugitives, offering a $15 million reward.
Did somebody get it?
Now, the arrest of El Mayo strikes at the heart of the cartel that is responsible for the majority of drugs, including fentanyl and methamphetamine, killing Americans from coast to coast.
So they think this is going to do something to stop all the fentanyl use. I don't know if that's the case. It seems pretty easy to get fentanyl. People seem to like it a lot. That seems to be one of the problems that we face there. And I'm sticking with El Mayo after all of this. So let's stay with the Olympics for just a second here, because there were some attacks, arson attacks, and they hit France's high-speed rail network this morning. There was a bunch of criminal acts of vandalism, and travel was paralyzed across Paris. Obviously, this is from the people who are protesting the Olympics being in Paris, probably some climate change folks and some other groups getting together. They said they are investigating who was behind this, and they said it's a hell of a way to start off the Olympics. Meanwhile, this is a hell of a way to make a YouTube video. A 17-year-old, a teenager, is now in some trouble. Why? Because he used his cell phone and a 4K digital recorder, and what he wanted to do was make a viral video. So he decided to derail a train and film himself doing that.
What? How?
Cool.
He allegedly told
that?
investigators that he recorded the crash in Bennett, in which 2 locomotives and 5 fully loaded coal trains veered off the tracks but remained upright. And they said he went over to the tracks and he hit a switch. There was like a switch.
Oh, that easy.
Like old school switch.
Have a little bit of a
you would think it'd be locked or something.
Guard. Or
you think he wouldn't publish this part of the story?
Yeah, maybe keep this quiet.
Maybe telling people how they can derail trains is probably not the best thing.
He hit the switch, and then there's nothing you could do. You just got to follow where the train turns.
Remember when Detective Barb yelled at us because we let that caller describe how to make meth?
We love you, Detective Barb.
That kind of stuff happens a lot around here. It's very rarely intentional, but we do offer bad advice sometimes. And finally, in jury duty, a 28-year-old woman in Oklahoma has been arrested.
Annie?
She's accused of groping 2 kids at a public pool. And then allegedly telling police she only grabbed the children because she was trying to save herself from drowning. Let's see if that story holds up. Kayla Lena was taken into custody and charged with 2 counts of lewd or indecent acts with a child under age 16. According to court documents, she knowingly and intentionally looked upon, touched, mauled, or felt the body or private parts of 2 boys aged 12 and 13 in a lewd and lascivious manner calculated to arouse and excite. Specifically, the criminal information says Lena did so by touching and grabbing the victims inappropriately while moaning and calling the boys daddy as she was doing it.
God.
She's 28?
Yeah.
That's a little rough.
She ain't right.
I'm thinking she maybe was not drowning. I don't think I believe her story, actually. But, yeah, they said it occurred on more than one occasion, and she was touching and grabbing the boys, moaning and calling them daddy.
This opening ceremony is weird.
Is it good or bad, or like just different?
Just watching it in mute, I have no idea what's going on. Right now, it seems to be within the streets, there's a parade. Everyone's in pink, and there's, even like a giant rat.
All right, a rat?
A pink rat head to toe, size of a human. Now they're back to the poop river. I have no idea.
That river is real brown, isn't it?
Oh, so
they're going to be swimming in there.
It is. So I think this is cute, though. Like, they're introducing all of the, like you said earlier, all of the countries on boat. All right, and then you have people like with giant. I don't know how to describe this.
The costumes and stuff.
Yeah, like giant paper mache heads.
Okay.
That are just sitting on the side of the river waving.
All right,
is
so
this
it's
a
an
French
interesting
thing?
scene.
I've never been.
The French are strange people. They're very, very strange people, but they usually know how to party.
Like entrance, though. It's cool that you get to be on boats.
Yeah, it's just very different to have the opening ceremony on water. I'm sure it's been done before, but I certainly haven't seen that in my days. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, an email coming in hot email. And we'll get to your comments, your dispatches. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
On I-4 this afternoon, heavy delays approaching State Road 429 in both directions. Slowdowns between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. There's a bit of delays on I-4 westbound through the city between Fairbanks Avenue and approaching South Street. And there's a couple accidents. Keep an eye out for here on Michigan Street westbound at Osceola Avenue. There's an accident on Goldenrod Road northbound at Lake Underhill Road. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss up to 70% off select major appliances at the Lowe's Closeout event. But hurry, these deals are too good to last because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Summer is here.
Things are heating up. Literally.
Need help paying that AC bill? Well, Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hands. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. 13 chances every weekday, blah, blah, blah. We want you to win, so if you get a call, make sure you answer your phone, because that's the key to winning. This contest is brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
Men over 45, do you have a frequent, urgent need to urinate or a weak flow? Do you suffer from an enlarged prostate or BPH? Know your options. If BPH medications are bothering you, or you're worried about invasive surgery, ask about the UroLift system. The UroLift system is an outpatient, minimally invasive procedure. It reopens the channel with no cutting and provides rapid symptom relief with no new, sustained erectile or ejaculatory dysfunction, as shown in a clinical study. Go to urolift.com and click on Find a Physician for a doctor near you. Urolift.com. UROLIFT.com. Most common side effects are temporary and can include discomfort when urinating, urgency, inability to control the urge, pelvic pain, and some blood in the urine. Rare side effects, including bleeding and infection, may lead to a serious outcome and may require intervention. If you suffer from symptoms of an enlarged prostate or BPH, the UroLift system is a proven alternative to BPH medication or invasive surgery. Visit urolift.com and click on Find a Physician to speak to a doctor to see if you're a candidate for the UroLift system.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
In this week's Marketers Report, Angela Zapata, CMO Hyundai Motor America, discusses measuring audio.
The measurement capability within audio, I think, surprised all of us. We have seen a huge return on our investment. Seeing real numbers has helped us continue to invest.
As the #1 audio company, iHeart Media gives marketers access to the data, audiences, and influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Get ready for the political hobnob by the Hispanic Chamber of Metro Orlando, July 31st at Andretti Indoor Karting. Join this unique opportunity where business leaders, politicians, and community members come together to bridge a stronger future. Learn more at HispanicChamber.com.
A violent crime is committed every 24 seconds. The U.S. Concealed Carry Association exists to provide you with firearms education, training, and access to self-defense liability insurance. So when trouble comes, you'll be ready. Over 800,000 Americans trust the USCCA, and right now, there's an exclusive, limited-time offer for radio listeners. Go to defendfamily.com to get a free family defense guide, a survival secrets training video from a retired FBI agent, and see all the benefits of membership. Go to defendfamily.com now.
Ugh, I've been feeling so sluggish. I'm just kind of blah.
Been there. That's why I take Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites.
But I suppose they taste blah.
Actually, they taste delicious. It's an apple blueberry flavored center covered in a yogurt coating and is infused with probiotics to help support a healthy gut. They come 5 in a pouch. I just toss one in my bag and go.
Toss one in my bag?
Get your own.
New Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites from the makers of the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Find them in the digestive care aisle.
Another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny final expense insurance.
Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for final expense insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS, BILLS, BILLS. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row.
We'll get to you and your dispatches as everything starts unfolding for this weekend. I think a lot of people will be tuning into what's happening on the Olympics. You know, that's off and running in Paris, so some people will be watching that this weekend.
It's a nice distraction.
Yeah,
if you're bothered by other things. Oh, sorry, I'm out of breath.
What's the matter? What are you bothered by? Why are you out of breath?
No, right before we came back, I'm trying to use a computer that's across the building to do some work.
Run over there?
Well, because whoever used it last, like physically, like jammed the rolling chair into the desk, and it like hopped onto the desk and was holding down the end button. So I was trying to log into the system, and I would delete the letters and just I was deleting
it. Kept putting them up?
Yeah, so I had to run over there and move the chair. All right, back to normal.
Just in time. I'm looking at the numbers here. At least you're with us. I'm just looking at the numbers here. 1.5 billion people are expected to watch the Olympics opening ceremony alone. That's roughly 1 in every 5 people on the planet. That's pretty crazy to think about.
I thought you were saying that they were going to watch them by themselves.
No. 1.5 billion people going to watch the opening ceremonies. And 326,000 tickets were made available. 222,000 of those tickets were free. 80 giant screens are set up all around Paris for remote viewing locations. They have 3,000 artists that took part in the opening ceremony and at least 400 dancers. So it's a whole big, gigantic affair that kicked everything off there at the Olympics in Paris. And there's other stuff going down this weekend. You got and I had not heard of this before, but... Okay. The Fuji Rock Festival is this weekend, and the reason why I bring that up is because it's streaming on Amazon Prime Video, and you can just watch this whole concert. And Friday they have Killers. On Sunday, I think they have Noel Gallagher's band, the High Flying Birds. They have Kraftwerk. They have all these performers, and it's kind of like how Lollapalooza does, where you can stream all the performances and just watch them, which is a pretty good time for.
That's pretty nice.
For like just getting some free extra content if you have Amazon.
The thing I like about those when they have the streams like that is a lot of times like it's the case for Bonnaroo at least, and I saw it on. Oh gosh, what was the one I was just watching where the guy had a giant flag that just said the T word?
Probably this past Bonnaroo?
Like no, it wasn't Bonnaroo. It was a different. Whatever the London Calling?
Yes, okay.
When they do the live streams, a lot of times they'll leave those sets like full sets up on YouTube. And if I'm trying to get stuff done around the house, I'll be like, all right, let's throw on that Muse show that I saw, or either Killers, or there's a bunch of them.
It's a good little background thing to have
opening
for sure.
ceremony is so weird.
What's going on now?
I don't know. Like every time I look over, something so weird is happening. There were like dancers in the middle of the street, and now there's a man with a mask on and a wig just running through the streets of France with the tiny torch. Is it
It's
Snoop
the French.
Dogg?
Their artists are strange characters. Very strange characters. You know what else is going down this weekend?
What's that?
Oh, it's going to be big. It's going to be big. It's at the box office. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
We've been rewatching Deadpool.
It's aiming for $100 million at the box office this weekend.
So Deadpool is on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
They really did not edit anything out.
Oh, that's kind of strange for being on Disney Plus, actually. That's probably one of the more aggressive things on there.
Boobs, very sexually explicit content and phrases.
Wow. Is that the only boobs on Disney Plus? Because there's
I'm
probably
aware
not
of,
a lot.
It's not my go-to place for boobs.
No, well, you probably wouldn't find a lot there, but it's going to be a big R movie. And they said that this is an expensive one, but it should do very well. $100 million is what that is going for. And let us know if you're going to see it. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. This email is a little spicy, and it comes from RC. RC sends this over. It says, Kamala Harris, my personal thoughts on this matter. So let's see what he has to say about Kamala Harris. Just wanted to add, as I was listening to your show yesterday about this whole thing with Kamala Harris, voting her into office is like defecating and then trying to put it back in, they say. Okay. I don't understand. That's a weird visual. Why did you do that? I don't understand why anyone would even think she is an acceptable nominee, as she came from an administration that is proven to not be well for this country. I had seen a news clip this morning before I left for work where she said she was trying to ban assault weapons, whereas the other party was trying to ban books.
Oh, you didn't watch the whole clip.
I'm sorry, but treading upon constitutional rights that were founded for this country would end up causing more of a civil war, I would think, says RC. It's really things like this that divide our country. Don't get me wrong. Everybody can have their own opinions and everything and their own beliefs. However, for government to try to force that down somebody's throat is extremely unconstitutional, says RC. And he wraps it up. A lot of these actors and such are saying, if such and such gets elected, I'm leaving the country. Then by all means, please do so. Nobody's begging for you to stay. It's like they think they have the power for an ultimatum or something. I mean, if I were to leave the country and change out my citizenship because of something like that, I wouldn't put it on the news. I don't know if the news would pick it up. I wouldn't make it a whole public hurrah. It just really disgusts me the way things are going nowadays. For people to realistically turn a blind eye to things just kills me, says RC.
Oh, I'm excited for November.
Oh, somebody says RC Hill? No, I don't think it's RC Hill. No.
All right, hold on.
His accountant says
Now
enough is
pick
enough.
that paper back up and read it as RC Hill. It's like trying to take the poop back in your... All right. I should stop.
Don't do that.
All right. When you read that part, it gave me a flashback to the comment that I read yesterday, just after the show was over.
What
remember I told it to you. I didn't tell Sabrina.
Hey, what the heck?
Remember yesterday we talked about how Dave Matthews was at the protest in D.C.?
Yes.
Yes.
And he was protesting Netanyahu, and there was a bunch of people. So I went back and scoured Instagram to find the person that was like really pissed at him for, using Palestinian colors in the lighting at the Madison Square Garden concert, which I thought was just a huge stretch.
You knew they'd be upset about this. If they were upset about that.
I found their account. They're like, looky Lou, who's at the Palestinian protest. And all the comments, they're all on this girl's side. So they're like, can't believe I've been to 100 Dave Matthews Band shows. And I'm so done with him. And he's so ignorant and blah, blah, blah. But the creme de la creme of comments. And I took a screenshot because it was from a woman named Karen. Mm-hmm. And she said, this time, with asterisks around it, this time, DM, Dave Matthews, is the bus. And his words are the 3 poop emojis dropping on the Jews in the boat beneath the Chicago Bridge.
Oh, my God. For those of you who don't know, Dave Matthews' tour bus once famously went over a bridge in Chicago and dropped all the stuff out of the poo tank. And there was a boat full of tourists right underneath them to receive that. And that's...
They put up a plaque.
Yeah, well, it's just a famous spot now in Chicago.
No, somebody put an unofficial plaque there.
That's great. So they're not happy about that. And I'm sure, like everybody else, they're going to go, I'm never listening again.
Never going to his shows again.
Yeah, no more Dave Matthews. I didn't think he said anything crazy. Like, he was just at the protest. You got to understand, like, it's okay for people to protest. You might not agree with them. And if they want to protest for, like, they say, look, I feel sorry for the kids in Gaza. I feel sorry for the people and the destruction or whatever. Why would you care about that? I don't care about that. What I care about is the weirdo Hamas lovers and the weirdo, like, cultists who are just incredibly anti-Semitic and saying Hamas is coming to the United States and all of this stuff that even Kamala Harris condemned. But that's not what Dave Matthews is saying.
No.
Those things are totally different. That's like being mad at a charity that's operating in Gaza. Like, any of these operations that are going down to try to feed people. You're just mad that they're there? That's weird. I don't get that.
I mean, he's always been just like on the side of peace, anti-war. So it's that's a whole thing.
I've always been the way I am. So, like, I'm
pro-war.
Yes, I love war. I've always been the way I am, like, just saying whatever I think, even if the room or other people don't agree with me. I'll just be like, this is how I feel about it. And I've gotten used to that over the years. So for me, when somebody disagrees with me, I don't really care. I want to, like, maybe debate about it and, like, have it out a little bit to have an interesting conversation that's a little fiery. I like that. I think that's fun. But to think that I would hear somebody expressing their opinion and then I would be like, I'm never going to watch them perform again. Well, I didn't like them for their political views. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't into this musician for the politics that they don't share with me. I'm into the musician for the songs that they write. That's what I like them for. I like them for that. I don't care about their extracurriculars. That's just how I've always been. Like, when I was younger, I remember, I think I told this story a long time ago on the show, but I met this girl one time and we were getting on fine, just having like a nice, fun conversation. And then she brought up that she really, really is into The Secret. And The Secret was this book where you thought like you can like manifest stuff and you say that, here's the thing that I want. You would manifest this happening. And I was like, yeah, that's not real. That's stupid. And she was like, what? And she was gobsmacked that I might disagree and I might not think that this secret thing was real. And she
really hasn't spent a whole lot of time with you outside of the bedroom, had she, by this time?
She had not. I just met this person. And I remember her, like, I think she started like crying and left the party because I didn't agree with The Secret. And I wasn't even like making a fuss about it. She was just like, are you telling me?
Man.
She's like, you telling me you don't agree with this? And I'm like, no. And she's, oh, God. She started crying. I'm like, this is weird. It's so weird to be that sensitive about your views. And you should be able to, like, defend the things you believe. At least that's what I would think. All right, let's go over to you.
Before her time, though.
Is The Secret still big?
No, I'm just talking about being sensitive about your views.
Yeah. Right now is a strange time for everybody, but her in particular. Here is 2 tickets to Pound Town with the Dispatch. This is about the asparagus lady prediction, if you don't know, there was a lady, a psychic, who uses asparagus, and she talks to the asparagus, and it talks back to her, she says, and she says Michelle Obama is going to win the election. So if you put any credence into that, that's who's going to be your next president. But that's what he's talking
I'm
about.
sorry, real quick.
So
though,
some loony lady.
has she gotten anything right?
They didn't say in the story I was looking at.
No,
the story I had yesterday didn't even say that she picked Michelle Obama. It just said that a woman was going to be the president.
I thought the whole reason we were even paying attention to this woman is because she did get something right.
Yeah, you're right. There was something in the bottom of the story that she did get yesterday, but I forgot. I forgot what else she had.
What are Mystic Veg?
Yeah, Mystic Veg. No, watch it. Mystic Veg, VEG. Let me go back to 2 Tickets to Pound Town here and hear this dispatch out about this lady.
So some loony lady talks to asparagus and makes predictions, and she makes the news, and nobody bats an eye. I go to Publix, draw a face on a head of lettuce, and start venting about my childhood traumas and my need for autoerotic asphyxiation, and I'm the freaking weirdo. Make that make sense.
I would recommend against not doing that. I would
More of a Whole Foods kind of.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you don't want to
listen,
go to a Piggly Wiggly or something.
You know that because of you, a couple people that work at that Publix are going to have a great story to tell their significant other when they get home.
Let's see. Here is Tangerine Scream.
So you keep talking about that abort thing, and I'm pretty sure the news reporter said she texted her husband on board, not abort. That's been driving me insane for the last 2 hours.
Well,
on board.
No, just let him think that. He's been going crazy for 2 hours.
I love
thinking
that
about
he
this.
will go through with logging on to the website to send the dispatch and didn't double check, or it shows you the screenshot. But yes, it was on board for sure.
We were reading actual screenshots of her text messages. So, like, the text message said, abort. That's
also,
what she had
buddy,
texted.
I don't know why the hell you're so mad. If she had texted her husband on board, it's still really awful last words if she's dying.
Yeah, choose your words wisely.
I don't get why that makes it any different.
He's been upset about this. For 2 hours, he's been upset. Tangerine Scream, I'm sorry. We didn't screw that up, though. All right? We got it right. Let's see here. Guitar Slinger has a dispatch. He is not singing to us this time, but it's about Mayo.
I got to say, when it comes to mayonnaise, I'm on the same page as Sabrina. I like mayonnaise, man. And it's in so much
That was good. No need to be creepy about it.
I like mayonnaise. Let's move on. Why does everybody want to talk about this?
Mayonnaise?
Mo Manji is talking about the El Mayo guy.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I know who El Mayo is. He lives over in St. Pete and does a lot of dumb things. Anyways, thanks. Bye.
That's what he's doing. I was wondering where he was going. Big Daddy Dave.
Mr. News Junkie.
Hey.
I was in Paris about 3 summers ago, and I sweated it was pretty hot. So, yeah, climate change, Paris, they need AC in the summertime.
That's on them, man. It's not on us. They have the decision to do that or not. Let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. We'll play some more of these as we move on. Our friend Hollywood Brad has some comments he'd like to get out. Somebody's very angry about Southwest Airlines as well. A lot to get to on a Friday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's slowdowns on Florida's Turnpike northbound between US 192 St. Cloud and approaching Osceola Parkway. On I-4 this afternoon, you could expect your regular delays near State Road 429. Slowdowns through the city on I-4 westbound between Fairbanks Avenue and South Street. Off-ramp backup from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive. And just travel with caution in the area. The roads are wet out there. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Folks, let me tell you about Mills Air. This is a great company doing things the right way. When it comes to your air conditioning, you need somebody you can trust when things go south, or you can get them out to your house before you have a problem, because Mills Air has preventative maintenance, and that's something that you could sign up for. It's a program that's super, super affordable. It'll save you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. And what happens is, one of these great techs from Mills Air will come out, look at your AC system from top to bottom. They'll go wherever they need to go in your house to see how everything is working and the condition that your AC is in. And they'll change out your filters, clean out the lines, do all of that good stuff. They have been helping people out for a long time. Mills Air has been in business since 1992, in fact. That's over 30 years, and they're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. So they can get you rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. Find them online at millsair.com.
Car crash? Call Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN.
Enjoying the news, Junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you and your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Come together and don't miss Classic Albums Live, performing the Beatles' Abbey Road and Greatest Hits at Hard Rock Live Orlando, Friday, August 9th. Classically trained musicians performing the iconic Beatles album and all your favorites note for note, cut for cut. Get tickets and info at Ticketmaster and HardRockLiveOrlando.com.
Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Monday at 6:20 on The Jim Colbert Show. Ray Trendley and the Colbert crew will be discussing all things law and not law on a variety of topics, from the latest legal news to the best new movies.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage, breathe easy.
And now, another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Wow, I wonder how much all this costs. Shh. Well, it can't be cheap. Do we even have enough for our own you-know-what?
Honey.
Shh.
I heard he bought final expense insurance through the Smart Bunny app.
The Smart Bunny app?
Like on your phone?
I know what an app is.
For the love of all things decent, be quiet.
Get up to $25,000 of lifelong coverage for funeral expenses, debts, and other needs for as little as $14 a month. And no medical exam is required. So hop on the Smart Bunny app now and grab some final expense insurance.
Honey, are you buying the insurance, like, right now?
Time is precious.
So true.
Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
Ugh, I've been feeling so sluggish. I'm just kind of blah. Been there. That's why I take Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites. But I suppose they taste blah. Actually, they taste delicious. It's an apple blueberry flavored center covered in a yogurt coating and is infused with probiotics to help support a healthy gut. They come 5 in a pouch. I just toss one in my bag and go. Toss one in my bag? Get your own.
New Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites from the makers of the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Find them in the digestive care aisle.
The door to your happy place is right around the corner at Shipley Donuts. With more than 60 varieties to choose from, Shipley Donuts serves freshly made delights daily. Visit us today at 2255 South Cimarron Boulevard.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, Head of Marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach
that is local. And for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel, but at a national scale, is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS, BILLS, BILLS. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
I'm going to tell everybody a story. What are you laughing at?
Sabrina just accused me of wiretapping her.
Were you wiretapping her?
No.
No.
If I was, I wouldn't be so obvious about it.
I mean, look, if somebody of the three of us was going to be wiretapping somebody, I'm just going to be real. It would be you. You'd be the wiretapper guy.
Because I'm the only one that knows how?
Yeah, that's one thing. But he could listen to anything from that studio he's in. He could, like, tap into mics far and away. Yeah, I mean, he can, like...
I can do the same.
So were you wiretapping her?
No, I the screenshot that I sent you just to get you guys in the know of what's going on with the Olympics. Because I went to go take a screenshot on my actual computer, and it won't let me, which I find to be very interesting.
Really?
Oh, it comes up black because of the DRM. If you turn off hardware acceleration or turn
by
off...
the way, she's talking about the Olympics, and the Olympics coverage, you can't get like a screenshot of it. That's crazy. What were you saying, Celine?
If you turn off hardware acceleration, I think, you
but
can
then
screenshot it.
How is my hardware supposed to be accelerated?
I don't know.
So I took a picture with my phone, and then Celine read my tabs, but I at first thought that he perhaps was listening to my voice tracking for this weekend, because there's some of us that will be featured on Yacht Rock Weekends here on Real Radio.
Okay.
And I mean, Sean, thank you for not like zooming in, but yeah, one of my tabs said diamond puns.
Diamond. Oh, puns. Oh, okay. That's another thing C-Lane does. And it's kind of wiretappy, honestly.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for looking at a picture that was sent to me.
When we send a regular photo to C-Lane, he takes his fingers and he zooms way in. He looks around to see what he can find. I wouldn't do that. I don't do that kind of stuff to you guys. You know, I think that's like, it's an invasion of privacy. I meant for you to see these things from a mile away, not from any closer. You know, just like a regular photo vision. And you know what else he does? He'll hold his finger right on that photo. If it's one of those action photos where you can actually
live?
you see the you can make it live.
Photos. You
whatever.
Just showed your age.
I'm not trying to sound like a grandpa over here, but it's one of those live photos. He'll look around in the frames to see what else he can find.
That. It's hilarious.
You guys are creepers, both of you.
You're the one that sends the action photos. Those are
does it.
so annoying.
I don't know that everybody does it. Do you guys do this? Does everybody else do this where somebody sends you a photograph and you hyper zoom in? And
most of us send each other regular ass photographs, not these live pictures.
I don't do it on purpose.
Some of them are automatic, but everyone that answers no, I would never do that. Also attach your age if you could.
Well, you think it's an older thing?
Yes, I do.
Why? I know how to zoom into photos. I'm not looking when you guys send me a photo to use it to make fun of you. And you guys are looking to use it to make fun of me. That's the difference
How did you turn this
between the
around
two.
on yourself, like to make
I'm
yourself
not-
the victim of all this?
I'm not
I
making
don't
myself the
understand.
victim of all this.
That's
I'm
impressive.
saying you too could be the victim, but I feel less bad for you because you also participate in
They
this
don't
kind
call
of.
you out. I just have it in a bank to use it in the future.
What bank do you have?
Chase.
Use this against. How dare you? Not anymore.
What is this bank full of?
Use against Sean in the future bank. I mean,
Photos
next
are in this,
question.
or audio
Photos,
from the show?
videos, screenshots,
Video!
audio for sure.
What is there videos of?
I guess you'll find out in the future, Sean.
The only
Next
thing you have
question.
a video of that I don't like, that I'm not a fan of, is when I got really drunk and made pierogies at my house. And
I one never posted that. Two, I pretty much just filmed it so that because I knew for sure you would not believe me at the level of intoxication you and Courtney were.
I thought it was funny, and I know you didn't post it, but it's a video where I'm like, oh, I don't like that video. I'm not a fan of that video. But you know, there's nothing bad on there. I'm just drunk trying to rip open a bag of pierogies, and I'm not being very successful at it. And I think I walked by some guy playing drums on the side of the street and like hit his drums or something,
Sure
and like
did.
started to play drums. That
And
was a
you
good
have
time.
a lot less unread emails than I do.
Yeah. Are you in my emails right now?
No, Sabrina's.
Yeah.
Wait, see what he's doing? You think that's okay too? He's looking over your shoulder and looking at your emails.
No,
I'm
he's
not
looking
looking
at the
over
same
her shoulder.
screenshot.
It's the screenshot.
Why are you so deep in the screenshot?
It is a lot, but like I just don't have time for it right now. It's
No,
a
I'm
lot
saying
of
you have
Amazon.
less than I have. I have 24,000 unread emails.
Ugh. That makes me want to throw up.
And that's only in my Gmail.
Yeah, that's because when you email him, folks, he just doesn't care. He doesn't read your emails.
No, I get a lot of junk.
Yeah, he hates all the
We're
listeners
not
of the show.
giving into this, Sean. You could keep going.
Giving into what? I'm simply pointing out. I say, here's my stance. I say, taking somebody's photograph that they text you and zooming around to try to find something embarrassing is mean, and you guys are bullies.
And you've never done it.
I don't do that. No, I don't look around in a photograph like that.
Then you're not having fun.
How was that?
Anyways.
I'm trying to do. All right, you know what? Let me move to the story.
What if nobody ever called out, looked at that photo that Kanye posted, and we would never know that he was pirating music production software when he's Kanye West and he can absolutely afford it.
True. The worst was there was a guy who was a reporter for like Newsweek or something.
Oh, with his
And
like very particular porn genre.
It was tentacle porn. and he didn't know that it was in the video or the photo that he had posted, and somebody zoomed in like you
so
guys.
particular, man.
Yeah, that's not a good one to get caught with. All right, there was a decision in an Ohio court that I'm going to have to say I disagree with. I don't know what the court was thinking here. This all goes back to a man named Michael Berkheimer. And I'm going to tell you guys, Sabrina and C-Lane, the story of Michael Berkheimer. It's a simple story, but I want to tell you, you need to tell me if you think that he was wronged, all right? Michael Berkheimer was going out to eat with his wife and a couple of friends.
Wronged.
They went to Wings on Brookwood, which is a wing joint in Hamilton, Ohio. And he said, I'd like to order. And he ordered boneless wings with Parmesan garlic sauce. And he starts mowing down on his wings. He was hungry. When they came, he just starts mowing down on these things. And he felt something wrong go down his throat the wrong way. And it was a piece of bone that was inside his boneless wings. 3 days later, feverish and unable to keep food down, he went to the emergency room where doctors discovered a long, thin bone that had torn his esophagus and caused an infection.
Ow.
He decided to sue the wing place that he went to, saying, I ordered boneless wings. You served me what were supposed to be boneless wings. There was a bone in them. Do you think that guy should have won that case?
I already saw the story.
Okay, you know what's going on here. Celine probably does too. Both of you ruined it.
I don't know the story. Keep going with the story. I have no idea what
You're
happened.
two individual people. Thank you.
Do you think that this guy has a case?
C-Lane.
Yes.
Okay. The judges on the Ohio Supreme Court do not. They
Supreme
rejected-
Court. I cannot believe that. Kind of sucks, though.
The Ohio Supreme Court, so the tallest court in the state of Ohio, they
What,
rejected
like
his
6'7",
claims.
6'8"?
Yeah, up there. And they said, you know you're eating chicken. You know that chicken has bones in it, so you should expect that it's a potential that there could be bones in your boneless wings.
Absolutely not.
I don't think that seems fair. It's like you're promising a product, and then you're delivering something
But
different.
now they've changed the definition of boneless wings. It's like, it's the... How do they word it? Because it's like
boneless wings. They say it refers to a cooking style.
Cooking style. That's what it was.
Yeah, and not the actual product. But that's not how I view it. When I hear boneless wings,
well, no, there's more reasons to that than this is one of those seemingly. I mean, I think this is a frivolous lawsuit, but they started to call it a cooking style or spell wings with a Y.
Yes,
because somebody sued. And I think they were correct on this. It's just a dumb thing to sue for, that the boneless wings are not actually made of wing meat, which it makes sense because there's not a lot of wing meat. If you harvest only wing meat to make your boneless wings, you're wasting a lot of chicken unless you're probably doing something else with it. It's easier to just take a chicken breast, remove the bones, and then cut that into nuggies and call them boneless wings.
But the idea that just because it's chicken, that means it possibly has bone in it. You are not expecting a shard of bone. Like,
no.
How is there no liability or like responsibility on the person who's preparing that? I mean, it tore his esophagus.
Also, there was
had it
two
been big
lies.
enough, he would have pulled it out of his mouth.
There's 2 lies in 3 words then. Because when you say boneless chicken wings, and it's not boneless, nor is it actually from the wing of the chicken, 2 out of the 3 words are lies in what you're promising to offer up to these people. This is a real shame here. And when you start doing stuff like spelling wings, like you were talking about, C-Lane, I always think there's something worse going on. It's like crab with a K. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's something that's happened there.
K-Rab.
Yeah, not good. Like, I think it's all it's not even the thing you're promised. Like, it's not actually chicken at that point. I got this Southwest Airlines story. We'll put that in the stories that didn't make the cut because we're going to do the final dispatches.
Yeah, we're going to do it so hard.
Stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Have you ever been come on to by someone really older than you?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I've
42.
I've never done that. I've never like hooked up with somebody like considerably older than me. That's my wife's job. All right, 407-916-1041.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
iHeartRadio Olympics Update.
The opening ceremony of the Paris Summer Olympics is underway. Thousands of athletes from around the world are being introduced to spectators along the River Seine. Tennis star Coco Gauff is a flag bearer for Team USA.
So many incredible people just think that I'm worthy of this, and it means a lot, truly.
Medal events begin tomorrow with the U.S. hoping to improve on the 113 medals won in Tokyo.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Good morning, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast on this Friday. And for today, it will still be a hot and humid day. Afternoon temperatures will be climbing to a high of 93 degrees in Orlando. We do expect, though, some increasing shower and thunderstorm chances, especially throughout the weekend. But for today, we're looking at about a 60% chance of these early to mid-afternoon showers and storms that will continue through this evening. About a 70% chance on the way for this weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
GiveMeTheVin.com puts your car right on the money, providing you with a hassle-free online option to sell your car for more. It's as simple as going to GiveMeTheVin.com and entering your car's VIN number or license plate number. It's easy and it's fast. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeart Media is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Do you have information about a violent crime? Help solve crimes with your anonymous tips at crimeline.org. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your tips make a difference. Say it here. It's anonymous at crimeline.org. Paid by CSTF.
This July, celebrate America's independence with a fresh view from Renewal by Andersen. Their custom-built, energy-efficient windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. They keep the heat and humidity out, not to mention the noise. That's because their unique Fibrex material combines both elegance and resilience, offering you double the strength of traditional vinyl. Right now, buy any 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Don't miss this limited time offer. Visit rbafla.com to schedule your free consultation today. And if you're looking for a new career, great news. They're still hiring experienced window and door installers. Celebrate freedom and comfort with Renewal by Andersen, official sponsor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Once again, just go to rbafla.com for details. License number CGC 1527613.
I'm John Morgan, and I'm asking you to stand with me and vote yes on Amendment 3. Amendment 3 will be on your ballot in November, and it will allow adults to possess or safely use marijuana, and that's a very good thing. Amendment 3 will put an end to bad laws that not only cost us millions in law enforcement dollars, but also cost thousands of Floridians their freedom. Nearly 250 years ago, our nation declared our independence. Now it's time for us to declare our independence from laws that demand jail time for simply having or consuming marijuana. Our system of treating adults who consume marijuana as criminals is madness. Join me, John Morgan, in supporting our own Declaration of Independence and vote for the people and vote yes on Amendment 3.
Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart & Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time's running out. Please text the 2 letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
Cam found out that group chats between different phones aren't private.
Or
encrypted, thank you. We only text in code.
Yes, which I created. I created a code.
Yes, which can be a little annoying.
Wait, was that your attempt at the code?
You already forgot the code, didn't you?
I should have written it down.
The place to safely send messages between different devices. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted.
What?
It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices. On WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Blindster is a family-run business that began in 2010, and we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters and received over 100,000 five-star reviews. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Sponsored by the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home at thenickley.com.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the...
And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday, or things we generally do at the end of the show, but I've been told we're very short on time right now.
So short. We're out of time.
I did want to address this. Wayne emailed tips@thenewsjunkie.com, and he said J.D. Vance did F a couch. It was in the first edition of his book, and it's since been removed from later editions.
No way, prove
and
it.
It sends a link to like a photo of a page from the book and a incredibly viral post on Twitter with millions and millions of views. It's fake, Wayne. It's fake. Everybody's trolling now. They're doing a thing. It's the internet doing a funny thing.
I can't wait for the crazies to be like, I'll F a couch, so I stand with JD.
Yeah, why not? I mean, there's some people that had fake ear injuries. By the way, I saw Trump's ear. I saw a photo of Trump's ear. It didn't look bad at
bandage?
all. Looked normal. It looked normal. I don't know if he got some work done and got something fixed, but it looked okay in the photo that I saw, at least. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, July 26, 2024. Today I learned this guy right here. Billy Joel is correct. As a teenager, Billy Joel took up boxing so he could learn to defend himself. He then boxed successfully on the amateur Golden Gloves circuit for a short time. He won 22 fights and then abandoned the sport shortly after his nose was broken in his 24th match. And then he said, I got to find something else to do. Maybe I'll start playing the piano. And you know how it went from there. Today, there was a point during the 1990s where eBay sales were 10% Beanie Babies. All of the sales going on.
So crazy. Did you watch that documentary on that?
No, I still want to see that.
It was good. I liked
the documentary or the movie?
Either one.
Okay.
I forgot they made a movie.
I don't remember which one was which.
The movie was very fun.
I have something else I was supposed to watch. There was another docu-series I was supposed to watch this weekend.
We need to start writing this stuff down, guys, because I got nothing sometimes.
Put it on the note list.
All right, here we go. Today I learned this band right here.
Bye and bye.
Yeah. That's right.
Damn, Brina.
And I accidentally gave you the answer, too. Because you were singing the song, and I was like, yeah. I was on accident. Today I learned the song MAPS by the Yeah Yeahs is an acronym. It stands for My Angus Please Stay, which was somebody she was in a relationship with. The lead singer of the band The Liars, I guess. I'm not familiar with him. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you next time, everybody.